It's not the usual week, but ladies and gentlemen, we are live once again. It's time for Poke-Ception check.
I'm fine.
Yay!
I'm about to say, somebody's choking on their excitement, I think.
And with a special guest, the autistic creature.
Hey, don't talk about me like that. I've only been here for a few seconds.
You!
Good night, everybody.
I'm kidding.
Well, that's it. That's it, guys. We're ending the stream here.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, I am Brownie, your game master, and joining us is the ragtag crew as you hopefully know and love them. We're joined by Aeon.
Hello there.
We're joined by Caitlin.
Yo, guys, I'm not dead.
We're joined by Floof.
Hi.
We're joined by
Been a
Kristen.
while.
Hello.
We're joined by Lena.
Thank God I'm not behind Floof.
God damn it.
In what sense?
Hey, yo.
This is what we're starting with.
This is how the story begins.
Indeed.
We're joined by Dell.
Hoi, everybody.
And joining us, Mr. Moonbase Alpha. Hi, Thean.
Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD,
Oh, no!
Space Jam
Oh,
DVD,
no,
Space
no,
Jam
no, no,
DVD,
no,
Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD,
How do I-
Space Jam.
There we
my
go.
God.
There we go. I muted him.
Jam DVD,
Wow.
Space
Oh,
Jam
shit.
DVD,
Still going.
Space Jam.
Huh?
I think we're good. Thean, are you good?
Bruh.
Ladies and gentlemen, my players, everybody.
Happy
Thank-
claps.
I'm so
Anyway.
glad. Oh, this is what we have to deal with today. Anyway, enough said.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Steve. Wait, Seregios. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Steve.
thank you.
Hi, guys.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
So, apologies to those who are regular viewers who are expecting a live stream. Sorry for one, it's not the usual one. And two, apologies for obviously being a little later. We had to wait on a couple of people, but we got stuff all sorted out. So now we are here live once again. So, how's everybody doing?
Fine.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
good.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I've been enjoying 5 days off of work.
Yay!
Yippee.
But then I'm
extra day.
Yay, but then I'm back to work on Tuesday.
Oh.
What you mean,
Aw.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Shut up, Floof.
I'm sorry.
Hey, River, how's it going? Nice to see you.
Yes. Anywho, so now let's get ourselves into our lovely little session because our players have been waiting to get right into the action.
Indeed.
So I think it's time to put on that lovely little Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music that I'm pretty sure everybody knows and loves by now. I hope everyone does.
Meh.
Ah, I've missed this music. All right. So, last time on Poke-Ception check, Team Unity were busy making their way on their journey once more. After they had acquainted themselves with a unexpected ally in some ways, our group bumped into Ashlyn, who had been kidnapped by the evil Team Lone Wolf. Evil.
Well, almost.
Almost kidnapped. But with a few good lucky rolls and a little bit of time on their side, they managed to rescue her, and they were mellowing themselves out in Moorville City after their gym battle of successfully defeating Tide. Now, after the events of encountering the legendary islands once again in their dreamscape, It was then decided that the group was going to head north after they had a small message sent to them by Team Tough Prism, or the remains of Tough Prism, as the group were on their search for their comrade who used to be part of them, Roger. But along the way, there was some incidents for them to, let's just say, come up out of nowhere in the form of the fact that there was somehow to do with, a legendary in trouble. But as that news hit them hard, the group decided it was time to head north, not only for the sake of a gym badge, but also for the sake of that mission as well. Ashlyn had been roped in by not really much of a choice for the matter, but in safety and numbers, went along with the group to leave Moorville City. But not before a couple of little events had occurred, as we headed up with an evolution, as Holly bought a Thunderstone to evolve Mochi into a Raichu.
Yay.
Huz-
Yippee!
Huzzah! Also, I forgot to mention, by the way, evolution bonus. I forgot to mention, Caitlin.
Oh, yeah?
So, Caitlin, congratulations. You have achieved, as I forgot, as everyone might have remembered from when, I apologize on this one, when Knight had her Pokemon evolve, I have a special rule in play. The Pokemon that you start with, if you evolve that Pokemon, you gain a luck token, so you can re-roll any attack roll or skill roll of your choice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that like indefinite? Is that a permanent feature?
It's you gain it as a you can only use it once, but you gain another one if your starter evolves. So for example, take Kemplar with his Torchic. If he evolves it into Blaziken, he'll have a luck when he's a Combuskin and a luck when he's Blaziken.
All right.
So like a nice little thing. Any Pokemon that doesn't evolve, well, you have a stronger Pokemon than everyone else, so that's why you don't need it. Anyway, so Caitlin, make a note that you have a luck reroll, meaning that anytime Raichu attacks or performs a skill check, you can use that roll.
Okay.
It's always useful. So after that has gone on, the group headed out and up north into the direction of Laveridge. But unfortunately, they had a bit of an encounter with a rather strong-looking figure as he walked by wearing a fancy white suit, saying that his name was Redhair. But his Pokemon, Lubucius, was getting ready to have some fun. But a multiple battle against him did not work in his favor as he gloated how well he'd been winning battles. And with a lucky bounce attack hitting the sweet spot. That's fine. It's fine. You ended up having a sort of moment where he revealed that he was basically on a quest to prove his fighting style was the best. After a nice little talk, it was maybe catch some glances from him to say that he might keep his eye on you, and maybe you might bump into him down the road if he changes his ways. And with that, the group of you were heading north to continue onwards. But there was one other moment that did occur as Holly tried to get Mochi to essentially sort of relax a bit. Mochi came off as very disobedient to a degree, but seemed to not be happy with how the battle went. But we'll see where this story goes with this as the group continue onwards north. So, Team Unity, I apologize if that was a scattered brain of a last time.
Man.
You're good.
I did my best.
Man.
So at this point, all of you are now continuing onwards, and you have probably at this point, because of the time, you have a good 7 hours before the sun will begin to set. Is there anything anybody wants to do on the journey before the sun sets? Or is there anything anyone wants to discuss, want to think about, want to do, an action? Basically, if there's anything anybody wants to do, let me know.
Not the scavenge thing, because you guys have already done that.
Yeah, you guys have already done that.
Yeah,
I s-
I had no intention
yeah.
of doing it again.
I mean, I haven't used pickup yet.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's right. You haven't.
Here we go.
If you want to use pickup along the way, I will allow you to do it, Del, if you wish.
Yeah. Nah, I don't. Nah, not right now.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So, is there anything anybody wishes to do, or should we go into the evening?
Let's go.
Actually, what I wanted to do is have Tycho look for berries again.
Okay. In that case, I would like you. Okay, so if that's the case, then sure. Let me have a look. What was the roll we had for this again? Was it general or perception?
Survival.
Survival. Thank you. Roll me a survival check.
And just like I did like a while back, I also have, if I can find it, skill stunt that I've used for the specific purpose of foraging for berries.
Okay. Could you post that up and remind us what that does again?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Choose a specific use of that skill. When rolling that skill under those circumstances, you can choose to roll one less die and instead get a +6 to the modifier. Okay, so you roll a survival, so your dice is lowered and you gain a +6.
I basically replace one of my dice with an automatic 6.
Correct. So go ahead, make a roll for us. First roll, let's go, baby.
Okay, let's see. Oh,
14. Okay. Fortunately, I actually have plans for this now.
oh, good.
Roll
You know
me a.
what?
Oh,
I was gonna say, I'm excited.
okay. I would like you to roll me a D100.
Okie doke.
No bonuses, just a flat number.
30.
Hey, 30.
30.
Nice round number.
Okay. You find 2 roast berries.
Raspberries, what do those do again?
They cure burns.
Mate.
Oh, okay.
Keep it
Mate,
to myself.
come on now.
Keep it to myself.
Yeah,
Keep it to
but-
myself.
Thean.
I'm
They're
gonna,
the green.
man,
They're the ones that look like green strawberries.
Yes.
Oh, I like strawberries.
I haven't heard it described like that, but all right.
I
They
mean,
basically are strawberries, yeah, because a lot of Pokemon berries are based off of real life fruit. Like citrus berry
Oh
looks
my
like a
god,
pear.
Ross
Yeah.
is just a freaking
Dude.
what is it called? An anagram of freaking
Yes.
straw.
Straw, yeah.
I was
Why didn't I catch
waiting.
on?
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Like one of the berries is just grapes.
Yep. Yeah, that's the
Like a lepta berry looks like a cherry.
There's an orange berry which looks like a blue orange.
Yeah.
An orange berry looks like a blue orange. Yeah, two roast. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Petra berry is just a peach.
Oh my god, that's also fucking freaking.
It's another anagram.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's another
Anyway.
one. anyway.
Yeah, no, it's a good
Anyway.
it's a good fun fact.
Yeah.
Okay, so as the rest of you were all making your way down the pathway, you all watch as Tycho once again goes off the path for a little bit and starts rummaging through the bushes and the grass area. With the help of Duchess just sort of flattening the grass every so often, you Tycho, you then come out and you reveal that you have 2 raspberries in your hands.
And Tycho
Da-da-da-da.
will just hold those 2 raspberries in like three fingers. There's perfect to cure sick burns.
Gurp, 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 as Duchess comes
Yes.
bouncing out.
Yes, you did wonderfully. He'll pat her side since she's always on her side.
As you pat her, gurp, she jumps into the air.
Ah,
You see her jump about 15 feet in the air and land on the ground safely.
you know what? Tycho's gonna give applause.
Gurp,
That was the highest jump yet.
gurp, 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 and just continues to bounce.
All right. Sorry, everyone. Let's keep going.
Very well.
Can I ask, is there any specific place that we would be stopping at when it comes to like the evening? Like, is it how far up would we get exactly?
If you're going for right at the cusp of of when the night is gonna hit, like just as it's like hitting the sunset mark, it's going to be a sort of rough, sort of looking patch like area that's just off the path. But it would have been made, I would say, based on the maps, if anyone does have them and such, you would know that there is a camping spot that is pretty much coming up. If you guys wanted to, you can forget the pass and carry on to make the distance, but of course you'd be running exhaustion risk.
Right, okay.
Could I was wondering, I think Raichu lost some health during the last match. Could I give him a potion?
Sure, go ahead if you want to try. Right,
And if
I'll
we,
say,
I was about to say, technically, if we stop at camp, that would be long rest to restore health as well.
yes,
Will
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, because we'd be sleeping overnight, so yeah, that would count.
Alright, no worries, never mind then.
That's fine. It's always best. I will also say during this whole part that Mochi is leading the front and is kind of giving that sort of posture of like, I'm leading, keep behind me at this point as well.
Oh.
Like that kid who gets to be the front of the line in his class.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
As someone who has been the front of the line once, I had that feeling. I could feel the amount of daggers staring at me, so I know what it's like.
Absolute friggin' mood.
Yeah.
I think in terms of Ashlyn, I think she's just gonna be paying attention for like wild Pokemon. I think ever since the roof incident, where the group first encountered her, she's been feeling a bit like she needs to get stronger. So I think like she'd be keeping her eyes out for anything that she could catch.
Okay.
Alright.
Make
Still
me.
feeling like a lost puppy.
She's still sort of looking like a lost puppy in between all of you, yes. But she's like using this as a way to kind of distract herself, I would think.
Remind me, is Ashlyn still on crutches at this point, or is she sort of walking? But
I would say the crutches are still there, but more like a steady thing. I will say
Yeah,
that.
like she's got it on one arm, so like she's holding herself with
Okay.
one.
It's been a long time since I last saw it, but like the boot that people wear for like their foots and ankles.
No,
she
she's
walking
not
around
wearing
with one of-
anything like that. No, she got
Okay,
her
cool.
leg bandaged. She got bit by a pooch,
Oh yeah,
so
that's right.
she got the leg bandaged, and she got one crutch to kind of like just hold her weight as she was walking.
God.
That's essentially all it was for. She can walk, like she can walk. It's just the fact that like she needs to kind of watch herself while walking, I guess.
She got
Okay.
bit by a bad doggy.
Yeah, she got bit by a bad dog.
fair enough. In that case, Arlen's going to pipe up and say, "That camping spot should be coming up soon. I think we should take a rest there."
What time is it in the day? At this
I
point?
will. I will say if you guys are carrying on and nothing of excitement or noticeable things are happening and such, I will say that maybe it would be about maybe 2 hours from sundown. So you're looking at maybe 6 in the evening.
Okay.
So yeah, we should probably stop for the night then. Sun's going down pretty soon.
Good idea.
Puppet's just gonna look over and just kind of just give off a smile, just like not phased.
Yep.
Like
Okay.
hearing this, like Holly like turns to like look at Mochi and says, Mochi, we're going to find a camping spot. We're thinking of stopping for a little bit just to rest."
Mochi stops and looks at you, just like, sure, right, sure. And is not looking happy hearing all this. Like, he's just standing there and just watching at this point.
We can I can help heal you. I noticed you got hurt during that battle. It might be a good time just to rest a little bit.
Sure.
Tycho will step forward. Mochi, we are not nocturnal. Even you need rest at night.
Okay, Holly, give me a charm check.
Okay.
Unless you have Poke Psychologist, in which case it turns into frickin' Pokemon Education.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say this roll is just for Holly, by the way.
Oh, actually,
Oh dear. That's two nat ones.
Since this is Pokemon Education, would I be able to use Let Me Help You with that?
Concerning you intervened with what you said, I will allow it this once.
Okay.
So can I
All right.
reroll?
Yes, with a +6.
No.
So +6 modifier. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say you have to beat 20. I'll be fair about that. Oh, there we go.
2 6s.
Oh my god.
Two
She added the
ones
plus.
and 2
The
sixes.
+6 didn't matter.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
she
It's
added
like
the
a
plus
magic
6 in-
trick.
The +6 was in her roll, so
Yeah. So Mochi hearing this is going to stop and look. After he stops and looks and hears what you're saying, Mochi then just sort of sure, and actually walks back to the side of you, Holly. And Mochi starts to nudge at where your Pokeballs are. I think Mochi's trying to indicate to go back to the ball.
Aww.
You want to go back into the pool? You normally stay out here.
Sure. Right, sure.
Okay. If that's what you want.
Sure.
Mochi return.
Okay, you call this out, and Mochi does indeed return to its Pokeball. I think you can get it off. Can we get it off the map or not?
I would do it, but I cannot. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Perfect. And you now with Mochi now returned to the ball. You just see that there is a still movement to the ball. It's not even reacting.
Oh, what's going into you?
You know, I kind of had a feeling this would happen. Evolution often leads to unexpected mood swings.
But they're just temporary, right? This is just a temporary thing?
Oh yeah, it can be temporary. If you know how to tame those emotions.
Tame them. Yeah, maybe he just needs. Maybe he just needs time. He's just adjusting himself.
It's a new body sort of to him. I'm sure he'll be fine. And you just got to give him time and be understanding to it.
Oh. Yes, Ashlyn. Sorry, Ashlyn. Could you roll me a perception check for me, please? That's the name of the show.
More credits.
Yeah, sorry.
No credits.
Yeah.
Said.
So
Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah. So while you roll, sorry, you two carry on if there's more to your role play. I'm sorry.
Okay, I got a 6 and a 1. That's funny.
He's
Okay.
like.
Oh no, I was just finishing up.
Well, wait, did Ashlyn's roll fail?
We'll see.
No, I
How-
kind of need to know.
Lily then, puts
Yeah, I'll let
continues
these
to stare
guys
at the
finish.
bowl, and she's still looking pretty worried, but she gives Tycho a small smile for the for at least for like the positive words.
Very well. Okay. Ashlyn. Yeah. That is a fail.
Fair enough.
No.
I don't
well,
have
let's
very high
see.
perception.
Well, let's see if we can fix that. Give
Oh,
your Kempler a moment.
Are
to...
you doing it now?
Oh no!
Yes,
let me
yes,
help you
Kempler,
with
let
that.
me help you with that.
There it
That's
is.
fine. So how do I do this?
+6.
How does this
So
work?
you would
So I need
re-roll
to-
the thing again, and you would add the rank of perception that I've got on Kempler, which is 6.
So I need to add
God.
6 on other modifiers, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
15.
15.
Better.
You do catch wind of a couple of things, actually, Ashlyn.
Okay.
While you're listening around, you do hear the sound of some rustling and such. You do see a little bit to the distance of to your sides. You see a couple of flying Pokemon just sort of heading off deeper into like the forest areas a bit. They appear to sort of going off for like the nighttime end. It's a bit hard to tell what they are, but you do also hear another sound as well. You hear a very heavy rustling as something is moving about a few feet, but it sounds like it's going away from your direction.
You said it sounds heavy?
Yes, quite heavy.
Ooh.
Screw it, let's have some
What the-
fun. Let's go after the heavy thing. Let's go after the heavy thing.
You're gonna go?
Ashlyn's gonna follow that. I'm curious. I'm curious.
Okay.
See what it is.
Okay, I want you to. Okay, so I would like you to make me an athletics check to see if you can keep up with what it is.
That's gonna. Oh boy.
Because
That's
So-
one. Is there any way I can change this to be acrobatics instead?
you have your crutches with you at this point, I would
Fuck
say
yeah, I can.
no.
Shit.
No.
Ladies and
No, this
gentlemen,
is gonna
the
fail, buddy.
ladies and gentlemen,
This
the
is
DM
failing.
was ready for this.
Fuck. Damn. Nah, this is gonna fail, bud.
Your actions have. Oh, no!
There we go.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say, she listens for it, looks down at the crutch, and goes, nah, and doesn't even try.
Alright. I will
Little
also.
bit, she's disappointed in it, but
Yeah.
yeah, like
I'll
she
s-
looks down at no.
Okay, I'll say as you're looking down, by the way, you nearly trip over your beloved little Pokemon right in front of you as it sort of looks up at you and goes, good.
Sorry.
They're good.
Distracted by what was walking about. She
there
looks
any way
off in the
that-
direction. Kinda wanted to see what that was, but yeah.
You probably shouldn't.
Hence why I'm not.
They're good. Take the goon. You see Zigzagoon just sort of looking up and just constantly doing its little zigzag around you like a diamond.
No,
Duchess jumping.
even Jagger doesn't have higher than her, so no, there's no way I'm going after that thing. That's a shame.
Duchess jumping over Zigzagoon when it would run by.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything else, or do we move to the evening?
Move to the evening.
Good evening.
Very well. In that case, let me. So, as you. Oh, yeah.
Also, question: where was the campsite? Like, is it just in the area our characters are in right now, or?
No, it's
Probably
a
a
bit
little
more.
further ahead.
You know what? Give me a minute. Let me actually give you your picture.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Hey, that's nice.
Nice.
Ta-da.
Tent set up and everything.
I will
Or
say,
Hershey-
yeah. Yeah,
sorry,
I didn't plan the size for this. Okay, I just put the image in.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
There are our white chocolate Hershey
Why
Kiss
does
tents.
Right, okay.
Yay.
Let me see if this comes up on the thing, because this is weird.
What?
Yep.
Is it the name thing again?
Yeah, I'm still seeing the name.
You know what? Give me-
It still comes up.
Give me
I don't know if the rest of you can see it, but I can see it.
No, I
Get-
can't.
Weird. Okay, that's fine. As long as you can't see it, that's fine.
Yeah, give me one. I'll tell you what. Give me 1 second. I'm just moving this so I can change this. I'll do it for you here. Okay. I think I know why. Because I think when I saved it as a token for you, it automatically saved it with the name attached to it.
Ah.
Give me a minute. I can
Okay.
change. I can change this.
I mean, we can't see it, so it's not a major issue.
I mean, fair enough. Wait, is
I
this
just
going
tried
to...
something. Hold on, let me. Oh, okay. What the fuck?
Oh, what the?
Right.
Oh, what
Now
the?
it's taking it away. All right, cool.
Nani the fuck?
Roll
Yeah, I
20.
don't
Roll
understand
20, ladies and gentlemen. Just try
Roll
to put it
20,
back in again.
folks. I'll just put her picture back in.
Thank you, roll
To be
20.
fair, we've got
Thank you,
half an
Roll
hour into
20.
the session before without a technical issue, so I knew it was coming.
There we go.
You-
Okay.
Should I play
Oh, there we
some
go. It's
friggin-
gone. I fixed it.
Okay.
It's gone. It's gone.
No,
Alright, I
you
was about
don't
to
need
ask
to.
about the elevator. I was about to ask
Yeah.
if we needed elevator music, so that works.
No,
No.
we don't need the elevator music. We're all good.
All right, so as all of you arrive at the site, by the way, as you all arrive there, you do see what I will say that these tents, by the way, will say they do belong to you, by the way, for the sake of this. And so as you guys approach, you see a beautiful looking clearing, and as you guys all set up the tents, you see there is what looks like a small sign that says camp spot available, please be mindful of others. There is no one else here, and all you see is just a lovable little picnic bench sat by. So at this point, let me give some proper ambience.
Ooh.
Oh, this is nice.
Yay, we can put our tents to good use.
This is the music that plays when you've hit a checkpoint on the internet.
You wish. This is actually from a video game.
Which one?
Oh,
I feel like I've heard this. I feel
Yeah.
like I know this.
Yeah, I used it in Digimon. This is it's the game where you're trying to look after forest fires.
Firewatch.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Yes, I remember.
I don't know why,
Um,
but this, to me, this kind of sounded like Yume Nikki game.
Oh, I love Yumi Nikki. Yeah.
Oh boy. Anyway.
But that's neither here
Moving
nor
on.
there.
Yeah, moving onwards. So, as all of you guys approach the campsite, you see that the sun is slowly beginning to set at this point. So at this point, I will ask you all, what do you wish to do on this fair evening?
I think when it comes to seeing everybody else like heading off to set up and whatnot, Ashlyn feels very awkward about joining in. There's a lot of anxiety as well as just generally feeling like she shouldn't be here. So I think she would generally find a spot that is secluded but nearby enough so that people could probably see that she's still here. But she would head off and just like separate herself from the group and set up somewhere that gives her her own space rather than being around everyone else.
Oh.
Okay. So
I'll just
Wow.
move her over to like the left-hand side to do that, I guess.
that's fine. So while Ashlyn does that, I know that we haven't had much from Momoko. Momoko, what are you doing on this fair evening?
Okay, so let's see. Well, she's gonna start setting up her tent.
Okay, I will say because of the picture and things, if anyone is setting their own tent or if they're sharing with anybody, you guys can decide who you're sharing it with, or if you don't want to, that's fine. Just, I'll leave you that bit there. Just passing that bit on. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
that's right. Their tent is an item. Nearly forgot.
Yeah. I think we
Yeah.
all have a tent, right?
I was
No.
not told
no.
about this, so I do not have one.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
I have a tent. Okay, I have a tent.
Kemplar's got a tent and
Tycho
a
has a
sleeping bag.
sleeping bag.
I have
Yep,
none of those things.
Kemplar's got
That
a
is
tent and a sleeping
unfortunate.
bag to fit 2 people.
Roll 20
So-
being glitchy. Love that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Do I not?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I have a sleeping bag or a tent.
No, you guys don't, because the last time you properly used these tents, by the way, was actually back on Route 1.
Yeah, like way back in session 1 or 2. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
I have a tent but no sleeping bag. So
Chris, can you start and play the music again? My Roll20 glitched and now it says it's not playing.
Sure.
Well then.
Thank you.
There we go.
There we are. Thank you.
You're welcome. So you know what? I will say for the sake of this, Ashton, I will say because I'm being generous, I'll give you a sleeping bag for free at this point. But I'd say because you would
Oh,
need one for
okay.
your situation. So you'd have a sleeping
That's
bag, just no
fine.
tent.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Polar
Okay.
I
opposite
should
of the
carry one
grief
around
situation.
anyway.
That's fair. Okay, carry on, Lena. So you're set. So you said you have a tent, yeah?
Yeah, she keeps a tent with her.
Okay,
She plays it smart.
that's fair.
Mhm.
So after you set up the tent, is there anything else in particular that you're doing, or or is there anything specific you'd like to do, or?
Let's see. The last time she cooked breakfast. So, see if we could try to cook some dinner.
You want to cook the dinner?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say that's perfectly fine. So, do you have enough ingredients still from doing it? You would have had a few ingredients from doing slate pork, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can get to that in a moment. So, Momoko is going to start getting on cooking. Let's see who else is offering that.
There is one thing though.
Yeah.
Momoko will be taking dinner orders, so everyone needs to think about what they want.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll say for Field of the Mind, if you guys want to say, you can say what she passes on and such. So whilst Mimiko is doing those orders, what is everyone else doing at this point? So we'll go down the list here. Holly, what are you doing?
Give me. I'll go last. Can I go last?
You want to go last?
Yeah.
No worries, that's fine. Okay. While she's doing that, can I just ask, does anyone else know what they're doing?
Yeah.
I've got a vague idea for Kemplar.
Okay, well, let's go. Okay, that's fair. So that's fine. So you know what, Del? We'll start with you first.
All right. Katrina is going to go pitch her tent.
Puppet, jump it.
With Puppet helping. With Puppet helping out too.
Puppet just tries to pound the nails but goes through it. Jump it.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh, there was something I forgot to mention. I didn't do this yet, but I've got Blossom, Tsunami, and Pidgey helping Momoko set up her tent and get everything ready for cooking.
You're having all three out. Okay, I'll say that's fine. I'll say that's fine for the sake, because this is a lay down period. I'll say that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I'll say that that Louise is getting help from some of her Pokemon too, like Chrome, Princess, and Pumpkin.
Okay, that's fine. So you're able to set up your tent with not much issue, even though it's been a while since you've done it. You're able to still set it up without any issue.
Good. She gives a thumbs up to her Pokemon.
They all
There you
react
go.
with a gleeful glee.
Yay. I think that's all she's gonna do for now. She's just gonna watch and see what everyone else is doing.
Fair enough. I'll say Momoko does approach you, by the way. You see that she is approaching you, and Momoko has the equivalent of what looks like a notepad.
I'm just gonna raise my brow.
I'm taking dinner orders. Is there anything specific that you would like to have?
She just kind of mulls it over. Pancakes.
For dinner?
Hey, don't judge people's taste, man.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna judge. I sometimes have cereal for dinner.
Yeah.
Mood.
Hey,
I don't think okay.
Go ahead, Del.
Sorry. My thinking is that it's been a while since she's probably actually been asked to take a dinner order. So and right now her mind is just kind of thinking back to like the cafe in Mauville.
And And breakfast material for dinner's not uncommon.
Yeah.
Okay, so Momoko, you have a order of pancakes from Louise. Oh,
Yep.
Katrina! Damn it! I did it now.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
One
Okay,
day,
she-
no one will get it wrong. One day.
Okay, she's writing down Katrina's name and then writing down pancakes.
Puppet looks up at you with a sort of gleeful smile.
Anything you want, little one?
Puppet looks over and looks at you, Katrina.
Yeah. She looks back.
Puppet.
Can I tell what Puppet wants, or is he just wanting pancakes as well?
I'll say he's just curious on what's going on. He doesn't know. He's just going along with it. But I will say, based off your history, I'd say that you are aware that Puppet does eat standard Pokemon food and an odd treat here or there. So whatever you want to go with.
Blue puffins.
Or actually, I don't. Actually, can anyone create puffins at this point?
That is a very good
That needs a
question.
I think that needs a specialized kit that most of us don't
Oh,
have.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can check the book to see though.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, forget the puffins then. She's gonna like,
Blue cakes.
and she's just gonna hold up her fingers, kind of like move them down.
Okay,
Like-
now what was the order for Shuppet?
Yeah.
Blue cakes.
Okay.
And she holds up like her hand to like kind of show how like petite cake size.
Okay, I can do that.
Hmm.
Is that all?
And French fries. That's it.
She then writes down the French fries and then excuses herself. And she goes on to the next person to get the order from them.
Okay. So since Tycho said he was quite serious on what he had, Tycho, what are you doing this evening?
Yeah, like I said in the text, it's Susie and Tux are just play fighting while Coco is like playing in a mud puddle.
Fair enough.
And Tycho is just this well, he's just looking over at the wilderness. Is not looking for anything, just seeing if anything interesting is going on.
Okay. Momoko, as you approach Tycho, you see that he is sort of staring off into the distance, and the sight of Tux and Susie currently sort of play fighting. Meanwhile, Coco is just sat in the mud, just rocking side to side. Coco seems happy into a partial mud puddle.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if I was still muted.
No,
Oh, you're good.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Momoko is looking at the Pokemon and she's like, okay.
Oh, Mamako.
I'm taking dinner orders. Is there anything specific that you would like to have?
Well, I guess a stir fry would be enough for Tux, Coco, and I. And Susie would like yeah. Susie, she would just some cooked sausage will do.
Okay. Any specific stir fry you like?
I say, onions, peppers, and tomatoes.
Okay. So he,
That's
so,
all.
so basically, he wants a veggie stir fry.
Yeah, actually with rice too.
Okay.
Veggie stir fry with rice.
Okay. Momoko writes down veggie stir fry with rice and writes down sausages for Susie, if I remember that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you're having this, by the way, Tux has decided to sort of do play fighting a bit more and basically sticks his head to Susie, and Susie's head is now in the bubble. So Zoro just barks at Tux.
Woof.
Don't go sticking a head in Zen.
Susie at this point just lays down looking grumpy.
Aww.
Aww.
All right, you two. Dinner is being made.
And then Momoko is going to go off to the next person to get their dinner order.
Very well. Yeah, go ahead.
And Tycho will have will use the bottom of his lab coat to help dry off her face.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's see. Holly, you said you wanted to go last, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well then in terms of dinner order, I'll go last since Caitlin says she wants to go last. I'll go last with her in dinner orders.
Fair enough. All right. So we have Alden and Kemplar. Are any of you two doing anything in this particular, or do any of you want to go first?
I was gonna have Kemplar go look for Arlen, but he just put his tokens on the board, so we're good there.
Yeah, sorry.
Fair enough. Kemplar, as you're looking around the area, you eventually see the sight of Arlen.
Yeah. So what's happening now is that Kemplar will now be setting up his tent to satisfy that everybody's here.
Okay, I have a question. Who wants to go first in terms of dinner order?
Wait, weren't you getting that up until now?
Yeah, she was. She's asking out of you two.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, well, before we get to that one, Arlen, Kemplar. So Kemplar was looking around the group. Kemplar, are you doing anything else, or were you just looking where Arlen was?
He's setting up his tent right now. Look, he's almost done. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
so...
my tent was just sort of like tucked out of the way.
That's fair. So Momoko, you approach and you see Kemplar just putting the last nail into his tent to hook it down.
Okay, well then we'll go to Kemplar for dinner orders.
Fair enough. Kemplar, as you put the last one there and you admire your work, you suddenly hear the sound of footsteps and you see Momoko approaching.
Howdy.
Hi, I'm taking dinner orders. Is there anything specific that you would like to have?
Nope. I'll let you surprise me there. Last time you cooked stuff for us, it was pretty darn good. I'm looking to see what else you can come up with.
Okay. Then I'm gonna leave now.
Okay, bye.
Fair enough. Quick order. Okay. Arlen, what about you? What are you doing?
Well, Arlen's just essentially sat at one of the camping tables at the moment. Sort of like he's trying to write a long email on Poke-Gear with one hand. His other hand is sort of just like idly playing with Pico.
Pico is trying to I'll say Pico's trying to claw at your finger as you're doing this.
Aww.
Yeah, it's almost like, I guess it's almost like sort of an arm wrestle, but finger wrestle. It's like,
It's so cute.
and then Kazuna and Lady are just essentially chasing each other round and round the bench. So.
Fair enough.
Hey, whatever works, right?
True. All right, so Momoko, as you're approaching, you see the sights of the brand new Pokemon wrestling competition challenge going on, and you see Pico is currently sort of trying to claw at Arlen's finger.
like you two are having a good time.
Hmm? Oh, yes.
And she sits
Sorry,
down.
please.
She's gonna sit down at the bench. I'm in the process of taking dinner orders. Is there anything that you would like to have?
What I fancy for dinner? Ah, God, it's been ages since I had a really good filet mignon. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, obviously.
When you say filet mignon, Pico looks up at you with a Celtic.
Like, what's that?
Actually, no. There's a surprise of like, ooh.
Oh, like, oh, that sounds good.
Filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, he's rich. Deal with it. Obviously, I'm joking, of course. I wouldn't expect you to cook that. What's everyone else having so far?
Lena?
Okay, what was his order?
No, he said, what
He
is
asked
everyone
what
else
was
having
everyone else
so far?
having.
And he's sort of trying to look at your list.
Oh, okay. Well, Katrina requested pancakes and French fries. Tycho wants a veggie stir fry and sausages for Susie. And Kemplar said he wants me to surprise him.
Don't forget the blue cakes for Puppet.
Oh yeah, and the blue cakes for Puppet over there. Well,
Pancakes and French fries. Odd combination.
yeah,
Oh,
it's best not to judge.
you know what? Put me down for another Kemplar surprise. I don't mind.
That's a Kemplar surprise. Okay. Anything for your Pokemon?
I've got plenty of Pokemon food for them. I'm sorted. But thank you for the offer.
Right. I'll be seeing you. Good luck with the wrestling.
Pico at this point grabs your finger and pulls it down.
Wee.
He was distracted.
And right as Momoko is leaving,
Ow! All right, you win.
and right as Momoko is leaving, she gives Pico head pats.
Celtic.
Yay.
Celtic seems proud.
Congratulations. And then as she's walking off, she gives Pico a cute smile.
Aww. Okay. I see a. Oh, I also see. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I see a princess and a pumpkin flying off there. What are those two doing? Del, what's the Lillipup and the Phantom doing?
Oh yeah. They're just kind of hanging out, kind of playing with one another. Princess and Pumpkin are kind of playing a combination of tag and hide and seek.
That's so cute.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait, Pumpkin's just a baby.
Yeah.
I'm not judging ya.
I know. I'm not saying anyone's judging.
Okay, since Caitlin's doing a BRB right now, she's gonna hold
Well,
off on dinner orders for Holly. So I'm guessing the next person to go to would be Ashlyn.
Okay. Ashlyn, would you say you're a bit to the side, or are you still somewhat in view?
I'd say she's a little bit in view. She's quite off away. Honestly,
Okay, fair enough.
on her
All right.
own.
No worries. So, Momoko, you look around the camp and you notice that there isn't much of a sight of Ashlyn, but then you do see the sight of the back of her hair, and you see what looks like a familiar black and white tail of a zigzagoon of Jagger.
They are.
So cute.
And with that, she's going to walk over to them.
Okay, so whilst Momoko's going over, Ashlyn, what are you doing at this point?
She's mainly just, I'd say she's sitting under like a secluded tree, just chilling pretty much. She brought out a sketchbook and has just kind of been drawing since she's started sitting there. She's just keeping Jagger with her. Yeah, and he's just probably like either sitting with her or he's running around or like he's doing something.
I'll say Jagger's
Okay,
sort of running for a fair bit, sees you doodling, and then tries to use its tail like a little brush to try to help paint, so to speak.
She got a
She's
little
just
Bob
sketching
Ross.
right now.
Oh my god, that was just too good.
She'll give him like a
Yeah.
head pat when he does that because she's used to this. He does it quite often.
That good. That good.
Yes, you're a great help as always. Thank you.
That good. And he
Aw.
rubs the little corner, and you see a very familiar looking black mark appear. Momoko, as you approach, you see that Jagger has just sort of done something on on what looks like a bit of paper. Jagger does notice you approach, and Jagger just sort of goes, "Good."
When she realizes somebody's coming over, she closes the book. Any reason you're walking over here?
Oh, yeah. I'm taking dinner orders. Is there anything that you would like to have?
She will blink for several seconds, almost as if she wasn't expecting you to ask. Not fussy. She will turn back around after saying that.
Okay, so basically anything would be fine with you.
I guess. I don't know. You don't have to cook for me, you know.
How about I do anyway?
Oh, I see. You're self-sufficient, aren't you?
I don't know. Is she? I mean, she probably has to be. She travels alone.
Yeah, I'd say you would have had a fair bit of it, maybe an odd treat or two, but mostly you would have been moving around, so I'd say yeah, to a degree.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you to your devices.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, Momoko leaves.
As soon as she leaves, she reopens the book again and continues.
So as you do this, as you see this, Jagger then sees the sketchbook come out and continues to go right back and instantly just sort of just looks at the doodle like, good, leaning in.
We have a so on our midst, don't we?
Yeah,
She'll let him see it as she always does.
good. Good, 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 good. And points out a line you've missed.
Ah, cheers.
You're good.
What's that?
You're good. They're good. Looks proud.
Aww,
More head rubs for him.
Good.
so cute.
If I had
Okay.
a character that gave a creature I've traveled with, if I had a nickel for every time I had a character that gave a creature I traveled with scritches, I'd have 2 nickels, but it's funny that it's happened twice.
Oh no.
Okay, we're bringing the scritches from Digimon into here.
Oh no, Ashlyn's already given him scritches, I think.
Yeah,
in the
there's
script, but anyway.
scritches for everyone. All right. So I think we're still waiting on Caitlin, I think.
Yeah, so dinner order for Holly will have to wait.
That's fine. I'd say.
Wait a minute, she's typing. Okay, she's back.
Oh, hi.
Wow, perfect timing.
Hey, sorry.
It's okay.
What did I miss?
Long story short, Momoko is going to everybody taking dinner orders.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But
She
to
was
bring
gonna
up the
ask,
bits. She was just approaching you because since you were away, we went to Ashton to do something. So you're the last one to do something. So is there anything that you are doing in this moment?
So she's going to set up her. Actually, no. I don't know what she can do. She doesn't have a bed.
Oh no.
She could just sit at the table. That's what Tycho's doing.
Yeah, she probably just sit by the table and would she notice that Ashlyn is kind of being a bit standoffish?
I'll say that whilst you're doing your moment, you see that Momoko is walking back from visiting Ashlyn, so you're able to see where she is. So you're able to see where she is at this point. But I will say Momoko as well catches your sight first. So Momoko is approaching your direction first.
Oh, hi, Momoko.
Hi. I'm taking dinner orders. Is there anything specific you would like to have?
Oh, well, I haven't had a curry for a while.
Hey, so you want curry?
Yeah.
Okay. She then writes down Holly's name and it writes down curry. Is there anything else?
She then looks down at a Pokeball with the one that has mochi in it, and she's like, do we have any, do we have anything sweet, that we could give to our Pokemon? Maybe some Malasanda?
Those things from Alola.
Huh?
That's the treat for you, Malasada.
Yeah,
It's
they're like the major treat from the Alola region.
It's essentially donuts, pretty much.
Oh.
Sort of similar to donuts, I believe.
Yeah,
Would you call them Alonuts?
It's like a jam-filled donut.
Yeah, it's a jam. Yeah.
It's an actual jelly-filled donut this time, guys.
Yay!
Not my jelly-filled donut.
Oh my god, okay. I'm guessing y'all know where my brain went. As soon
Yeah.
as you said
That's why I made the reference.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, Holly she wants like have a curry for herself and then maybe like have a Malasanda made for Mochi later.
You can do that. She then writes that down for Mochi.
By the way, Momoko, when you were talking to Ashlyn before, is she okay?
She how can I put this without sounding too harsh?
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
Anyway,
sorry, keep going. No, you're fine. Just keep going. You're fine.
Well, I don't know how to phrase. Well, I'm not really sure how to answer the question.
Like standoffish is probably the term I would use. Like quiet, simple answers. She didn't really like give much of a response.
Reserved.
I wouldn't say reserved.
Reclusive.
Yeah, reclusive. Yeah, reclusive.
Getting the feeling that she's being a bit reclusive at the moment. But other than that, I think she seems okay.
I'll try and talk to her. Maybe after all, it must have been a really long day for her.
If you do that, I would say tread lightly.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Okay. And with that, she takes her leave.
Okay, I presume you're going to be starting to cook then, Momoko?
Yep.
Okay.
Cook.
All right. I will actually say, for the sake of this, by the way, how familiar would you say Momoko is with like cooking ingredients and things like this for all this? Would you say she knows the majority of these? Would you say she may have practiced a couple of these? Would you say?
I would say she knows them because she practiced whenever she was home.
Okay. In that case,
basically she did all this. She did like experimentations in the kitchen whenever she was home.
Okay, I'll say that's allowed. So in that case, I would like you, in that case, Momoko, I'd like you to give me a general education check for me, please, and I would like you to add 5 to this.
Damn.
Well, she's skilled at cooking. That's what we decided for her.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually know that. That's news to me.
There you go.
Okay, a 2d6, and you said the modifier was what?
5.
Okay, so that would be. Okay, I'm just gonna do the regular roll and we'll just add 5 to it.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so that's 15.
Oh!
Okay, so adding 5
Yeah.
Damn.
okay, so adding 5 to that 10 will make it 15.
Okay.
That's pretty fucking good.
Nice.
15 indeed. Okay. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
So,
In that case, for the time being, I'm gonna mute myself.
no worries. That's
Good.
fine. Okay. All right. So, Holly, noticing this, is there anything in particular you're doing now?
Holly's just gonna go over to Ashlyn
Okay.
and just basically just check up on her, see if she's okay.
Fair enough. Ashlyn, as you are sort of continuing your sketch that you are doing, Jagger is not paying attention this time and is constantly looking at your sketch work. Jagger does not see Holly coming. Holly, are you trying to be discreet or are you actually going flat out to her?
She's just gonna go just to see a little wave and say hi.
She'll turn her
Good.
head.
Good.
Look.
Hi.
Hi. Can you help? But no, she just sitting all the way out here. I would have thought that maybe maybe you would like to join us. I think all the others have their Pokemon now.
No offense, but I don't exactly know any of you.
Good.
That no, that is fair. we kind of all just met today, and it's been must have been a lot.
A lot is a bit of an understatement.
Jagger snuggles up to you, by the way.
Aww.
She'll
But-
pet him as he does that.
Good.
Well, what you drawing?
It's
She
at
looks
this
down at the book.
yeah, at this point
and
point,
then looks
Ashlyn,
back
you
up at you.
yeah. So sorry, I was just gonna say, Ashlyn, at this point you realize compared to Momoko, when you close the book, your book is wide open.
Just a sketch. Nothing insane or anything.
Is it another Pokemon type sketch?
Aye, that's my usual.
Oh,
She looks over to see if anyone else is in the nearby vicinity.
At this point, everyone else is sort of doing their own thing. Kemplar, I will also say that while this is going on, you actually do see that Puppet has approached you, by the way, and is now dancing around your head.
Oh, howdy, Puppet.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Rah! And tries to scare you.
That's a funny face you just made.
Ah! Just songs and flies back.
Hey, maybe next time, though.
What kind of Pokemon is it? Is it another one of those legendaries?
Aye. Different one this time. She will actually slightly show the sketch, and I'm just gonna. Will it not let me? Will it not?
Would would you like me to tell what it is while you're putting this up?
I'm trying to put it into the screen, but it won't let me. I'm trying.
Oh.
It won't let me.
You can't shove it into the screen itself.
I can't put. As in I can't put the picture onto the actual thing itself. It won't. Let
I know.
It's probably, maybe it's because you're lacking GM
Perms.
permissions now.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize. I can
No,
I
that's
can
fine. Yeah, I can. I've sent it to you anyway, so it's the most recent one.
let me see here. Ah, yes, I
I
do
sent it to
see.
you a while ago.
Yep. Oh.
Indeed.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can put this up. So, so Holly. So I'm gonna ask, are you fully showing what this is right now, or?
Yeah, she can. She's fine. She's better with Holly than she is with the rest of everyone else currently, so she's fine with this, I suppose.
Okay, give me one moment. I just have to put the image in, if that's okay.
That's fine.
So, let me see here. Sorry, it's hard to put something in when it's being stupid.
I should know. I am the stupid.
Not you. You're something else.
Okay.
Tigrex bait.
Don't remind me.
I am sorry, not
Me
sorry.
your familiar face.
Okay, so I will put this up on the screen, so if you guys will have a look. Here we go. Let me just make this bigger to see. So, Holly, as you approach to see the sketch, you see this.
You can make it longer.
Oh,
Like a wider.
Cabalion.
Uh-huh.
Australian.
I can make it wider, yeah.
Mm.
There we go.
There you go, that's better.
Holly looks at the sketch and is like, "Oh wow, this this looks great. I think I remember seeing this Pokemon before, but what was its name again?"
This one's Cobalion. It's one of the Swords of Justice.
Holly, the name then rings a very large bell. As you can recall that somebody or something is connected to a Cobalion.
As this, like, as you said, like, she then pulls out the Pokeball that Sierra's in, and she's like, "Oh wait, my Absol Sia, he's connected to Cobalion."
Aye, I already know that.
So I guess I've never really seen any pictures of him, so wow, I guess that's what he looks like. Have you seen him before? Or have you seen at all in your travels?
Personally, no. I wasn't in Unova for too much time while I was there. But there are some pictures floating about somewhere if you know where to look.
As the name Cobalion's mentioned, by the way, Holly, you watch as from your Pokeball, Sia pops out. Sol!
Hi, Sia.
Sol! Sol! And looks, and Absol immediately looks down at Ashland. Sol!
She's our friend here is drawing Cobalion.
Sol!
She'll show it.
For a brief moment, you see Sia looking at it, and then you watch as Sia lowers its head, and then almost looks like it's bowing at the picture.
Got a lot of respect for him, do you?
Sol! Absol! Sol!
Actually, perhaps this would be a decent meeting to have. She's gonna send out Seth in return.
Oh. Okay.
They meet each other.
Yep, so then Sia sees Manectric. So as Sia looks over, you then see, as this goes on, Seth then looks over at excuse me, at I lost words there. Seth looks over at Sia, and for a very brief moment, the two just look at each other. And as they do, there is then a moment where they're just looking. They sort of do like that dog sniff thing where they're sort of sniffing at each other. But then, as they are approaching each other, all of a sudden, they go still.
Sia? Holly then gently pats his head, see if she can get a reaction.
Sia does not move.
You don't think they're back at that other place, do you? Where they could communicate?
Possibly. Makes sense as to why they went still so suddenly.
Sia?
All of a sudden, there is a small glow that affects Sia. And also, Seth has the glow as well. And as this happens, Holly, Ashlyn, as this glow occurs, as Seth then gets the glow as well, you then hear the sound of heavy rustle. You hear the wind just blows right against you. You have to sort of brace yourself and hold on to your stuff. In the case of Ashlyn, to hold on to the notepad. Holly, you have to brace yourself a little bit to prevent the wind from blowing you back. And for a brief moment, I would like the two of you to roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Maybe Pokemon education, because it's Pokemon?
Sure! Actually, no, let me make this better.
I'm better
right?
at Pokemon education.
Yeah.
That's good for me.
It was okay. So if it's perception, here's the Poke-Psychologist trait.
Oh, I don't have that. Never mind.
Okay, then in which case, if you do not have there, I will say that at this point, actually, no, let's change this up. Either it will be perception or occult.
Oh, I'm bad at both. So, perception it is.
So wait, I guess education.
Oh my god, I'm so bad today.
Pokemon education does not help here.
Yeah, I know. So
I mean, if it's still a perception roll, if it's to do with a Pokemon, I can tell you it is to do with a Pokemon. So yes, go ahead.
Okay.
If you have Poke-Psychologist, that is. Ooh,
Yeah, I don't,
19.
So. Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Ashlyn, the wind catches you by surprise, and you're just sort of like, okay, where'd this come from? And you're just sort of not sure. Holly, as this happens, the group near the camp place, there's no wind near you, but I will say, Kemplar, at a bit of a distance to you, you see what looks like the sight of Holly getting blown back by wind a little bit, but yet to you guys in there, there's not a single bit of wind at all.
Is Kemplar able to get a better discerning of, or like, is Kemplar able to see what's going on a little bit better?
You'd have to get a bit closer to do so, if you so wish.
Okay.
You going to do so?
Yeah, Kemplar's gotten a little bit closer now.
Very well. Kemplar, as you approach, you see the sight of Seth and Sia both looking at each other. The wind has now blown and is now blowing against you. And at that moment, as you arrive, you're then greeted by a very interesting sight.
Oh shit.
Valid.
Holy shit.
The
Oh
fuck?
well, I didn't expect that.
Nani the fuck?
And
Literally,
then,
that's me at the moment.
yeah.
Nani the fuck.
as the wind then blows, on the opposite end, you also see
Hey, my boy.
My boy.
My boy.
Whoa.
My
Zekrom.
boy.
actually, let me put that the right way.
I was gonna
There.
say, wouldn't they be the opposite? Yeah.
Yeah, they would be. And both Sia and Seth both turn to look. And to the three of you, there is the sight of Kobalion and Zekrom.
I'm not the only one seeing this, right?
No, I see it as well.
Okay, good.
But pretty sure that makes all of us.
And at that point, you now hear Templar.
Shuts the book immediately.
When did you get here?
Literally just now. There was a light over here. Wind was blowing at you guys, but not us. I came to check it out.
Oh.
And at this point, the Kobalion and the Zekrom approach the two.
Is Kemplar able to get Pokedex entries on either one of them?
You try to get a Pokédex entry. Unable to register Pokemon. Not Pokemon, not found.
Not Pokemon not found. Okay.
Oh, so they're like.
It's a broken
spirits.
It's a broken Pokédex. What do you want?
That is true.
I'd like a banana split, please.
Well, if he says no, then I say no.
Fair enough. Yeah, so now at this point, they look down at both their respective. And then both the two legendaries, Kobalion looks at you, Holly, and Zekrom looks over at you, Ashlyn.
Hi.
Remind me again. I thought Kobalion was died.
He did. That's what you remember.
Yeah, like Holly looks at like Sia and then looks at Kobalion and it's like, so are you alive or? She then like reaches a hand over to Kobalion gently.
You tried to touch Kobalion. Your hand goes through.
I think these are some kind of illusion type things, almost.
Or spirits, maybe?
Perhaps.
Projections?
Zekrom growls a little bit. And at that point, it then floats over to you, Ashlyn, and sets itself looking down at you.
Hiya, big man.
Doing big man things.
You are not scared.
Why would I be?
It seems my candidate was right. You are someone who shows no fear when it matters. Forgive us.
Well, I try my best for the people I care about.
And at that point, the Kobalion will come over and do the same thing to you, Holly, and just sort of look at you.
Holly's just looking really nervous. Hello? Is Sia okay?
Do not worry, fair mistress. The one known as Sia is perfectly fine.
I'm glad. Is he and Sif back at that place that we were in before?
By the way, Kemplar, to you, The spirits are just looking. You do not hear a single word they're saying.
Kemplar's wondering what the heck is going on, or if this is the world's biggest and longest staring contest. And how Ashlyn and Holly haven't been declared losers yet because he swears he saw them blink a couple times.
No, they are not at the legendary islands, but they have let us borrow their bodies for a brief moment. Concerning the fact of that two candidates have finally approached each other in this manner. Yes.
I mean, yous have never done that before.
Only when our candidates show a true sense of faith in something that they believe. Indeed, at the time when we have met your companions and chosen them as our candidates, we chose them based on their high faith on something. I chose the one known as Seth because of his undying loyalty to you. And looks over at you, Ashlyn.
Me?
And as for the one known as Sia, despite the fact that he was alone, you gave him solace. He had faith in your kindness, mistress.
He had faith in me?
They both did.
I said that I would do my best to help him in all this. Though I will admit it's all still really confusing.
I understand that this is quite a lot, and I do not blame you for your confusion. And I understand that you have essentially been thrown almost to the equivalent of a deep end of a deep ocean.
That's one way to put it.
But
I wouldn't change it, though. Wouldn't take what I did back.
And you wonder why he has such faith in you. And at that point, the Kabbalion then turns to look over at you, Kemplar, and it's just looking straight in your eyes.
Kemplar is staring back, committed to the staring contest.
Hi, friend.
Yeah. Kabbalion just stares at you and just blinks.
I win!
Kabbalion then turns and looks over at you, Holly, again, and you see now, instead of a stoic, frown, you see a small smile on his face and goes, well, I had to give the audience something to smile at.
That's Kemplar. I swear he can make anyone have a smile, even when they're having a bad day.
So I have been hearing.
Shiden gives Kemplar a small smile.
Kemplar's giving her a thumbs up back.
I'm afraid our time is short in this, but the fact that there was such a connection about this means to know that our candidates are truly in the right hands. Mistress Ashlyn and Mistress Holly, please keep our hosts safe.
We would, I promise, I will make sure that nothing will happen to Sia. I will help him become stronger. I promise.
Aye. Nothing will happen to Seth over my dead body.
Noble words indeed. And Kemplar, as the Kabbalion looks over at you and goes, I suppose that includes you too, as you wonder where the voice came from.
Wait a minute, you can talk?
He's in the walls.
He's in the goddamn walls!
Wait, Kemplar, you couldn't hear what they were saying before?
No? It's been quiet on my end until just now.
guess
We
that
all
makes sense.
only those chosen by the candidates are known to hear us unless we choose to see fit. The fact that this mistress has placed such faith in you shows the fact that I must have faith in the one traveling. From what I tell, you are Master Kemplar, correct?
Yes, that is my name. And you are Cobalion, I presume?
Indeed, I am Cobalion, a member of the Swords of Justice. And I'm Zekrom.
Oh, hello!
Hmm. Now then. And now you see the spirit forms of them begin to diminish. Cobalion, I think our time is running short. I guess so. You three, I have a small message to relay to you, and it's best that you are aware of this.
Aye.
What is it?
Well, Zekrom is not at liberal to speak, but Mistress Ashlyn, you mentioned before that you were the one who rescued your comrade here, as he looks at Maynectric, from those awful menacing thugs.
Aye. Got him out of the science lab that they were using on him.
Well, Zekrom actually manages to have a tiny bit of information that could possibly help you guys out. I don't know much of this, but I think I remember one thing from my moments before the situation had aroused itself. And all I know is those thugs are working with a conspirator.
They've got a third party, do they?
Indeed. I do not know much of this figure, though.
Do you at least ken a gender?
I think I remember seeing him once.
Him. Male. Right.
Indeed. And it's someone that me and Cobalion are very familiar with. It took a bit to realize between the two of us who. Yes, apparently this conspirator goes by some kind of name known as Getsis.
Oh, that son of a...
Oh, great. He came up again, and I gave Shigzona the thing that would help us track him.
Of course
And the
that bloody
plot
old man is
thickens.
involved. Of course that old man is involved. Honestly.
Indeed. You'd think after the events that happened with the old Dragon Champion N. But it appears that he is at it again. And you hear their voices beginning to slowly get quieter as their spirits are beginning to disappear. But, Zekrom, you are... And they go, and you hear them go quiet, and they're trying to talk to you. And then all of a sudden, they both vanish. And at that point, you watch as Seth and Sia both fall to the ground and slowly begin to come to. They appear to be very exhausted.
Seth, you alright?
Holly kneels down to Sia and pet and strokes his head are you okay?
Both the two of them look at you and they both nod. And then they just
Alright.
drift off to sleep.
Yeah,
Alright
that's
then.
probably for the best of the day's rest now.
They're eepy.
Well,
So I guess Getsis is involved in all this.
What a surprise. The old man never gives up.
seriously, it seems like the only way he'd stop is if somebody were to,
Aye.
Uh,
At that point, as you say this,
I was gonna say lock him in a prison under the ocean, but that works too.
as you say the word kill him off, Jagger sort of does the equivalent like playing dead and goes, yeah.
Aye, somewhat similar, just not as playful. She'll
Did
rub
you-
his stomach.
Dig a goon.
You silly thing.
You really are great with your Pokemon, you know.
She'll look over at this and I like to think I learned from someone who cared a lot themselves.
She looks at like both. Holly looks at both Sif and Jagras and like, well, at least
Jagras?
Jagras.
Wait, that's the wrong game!
All of a sudden, all of a
Remind me if I get a shiny Komo-O to call it Jagras.
all of a sudden, you watch as Zigzagoon charges at a wild deerling to swallow it whole. Now, get back here!
Anywho.
Get back here!
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. That was funny.
Anyway.
Never
Anyway,
change,
yeah.
Kate.
Jagras.
I hate names. I'm terrible with names, man.
Gotta love dyslexia, am I right?
I love dyslexia, man. Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So she's like, at least they like, as Zekrom said, they trust you.
Well, I'd be concerned if they didn't, eh? That's all I have.
Good. Is that good? And at this point, Jagger gets up and tries to push Seth towards the camp.
No, he's tired. Leave him alone. Come on.
Good. Good.
Well,
Good.
just
Leave
know
him
that,
alone.
but also know that we're like, I know we just met. I know it's gonna sound weird, but I guess we're willing to help you too with anything, with this whole mess, with you know, with this whole legendary thing, and as well as the villain and Team Lone Wolf and because I understand it. You know, it feels like, you know, you kind of just suddenly just have all this information just dropped on you. I felt the same too when I found out what happened with Sia, and I understand it's really overwhelming, but just know that she didn't try. She shakily like holds out her hand and is shaking like a leaf at this point because she's just so nervous because she's trying her best to show that, you know,
She's
like,
doing her best.
yeah. Just know that you're not alone and that, you know, we're here for you.
She stares at the hand quietly. I'm gonna be an asshole. I want Holly to charm check me.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Holly, I'd like you to roll me a charm check. Ashlyn, I'd like you to roll me a what would I say? Because I feel like we want to.
Intimidation? I feel like that would be the closest.
No, I don't think it's an intimidation.
Guile, maybe?
Guile is like lying.
Intuition, I would say. Intuition.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Like you're
probably.
trying to believe that. Like intuition could be like, yeah, I'd say if Holly rolls a higher charm than the intuition, then her warmness will get to you. Whereas the intuition, if it's higher, I will say the intuition will be kind of like, my intuition right now is, I still don't know you, I get it, but I still don't like this. To a degree, you know?
Sure. Which one of us is gonna roll first? I guess it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys roll on the count of 3. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Potato.
I'm getting a low number, aren't I?
Whoa! 14 versus 10.
Nice.
No tokens, bitch!
No tokens. No tokens.
Kaylin, wrong game.
Ashland, take an adversity.
Damn it, you took my joke.
Oh god. She stares at the hand for several moments. Considering out of all of the people that she'd met in a lot of her life, she's never been shown this much kindness. This is weird. But something about it for her feels strangely nice. And so she'll reach out and she'll meet it with one of her own hands. I'm not used to people being nice. But something about you feels different from everyone else I've met.
Just, I know I don't come off as I know I don't do well at you know, saying how I feel or I know I'm not the most bravest person here, but just know what I'm saying is true. I really do mean it when I say that I want to help. And that I will support you in whatever you want, in whatever you like to do. And because I know you've been through a lot.
A lot is an understatement.
At this point, Jagger's actually going to go behind you for a moment, Ashlyn, and is just going to rub against the back of your leg, almost like she's trying to push you a little closer towards Holly.
Again, really? Really?
Good. They're good.
Fine.
Good. You're good.
For once, I will indulge you. And she gives him a look.
Good. And at this point, Jagger's just going to look over at Kemplar and just go like, good, good, good.
Kemplar's going to interpret it as like, hey, look, she's making progress. And Kemplar's going to give him his thumbs up and a look that says, I know, buddy.
Good. And at that point, he's just going to give sort of one more little nudge to Ashlyn.
Look, I don't mean to be so distant. You get that way when every single person you've met likes throwing things at you in the middle of the street.
Let me be the first person to offer you a hand, and maybe we could be friends. I know that might seem like a bit of a lot. If that's too much, I'm sorry.
Kemplar, at the mention of the word friend, you actually look and you see Jagger looking over at you and giving a smile.
Yes. Kemplar is happy for Holly and Ashlyn. They're becoming friends.
Yay. Well,
Friends.
maybe.
I mean, what?
Can you repeat that, motherfucker?
Friends. Not something I've had before, but I'll give it a try. And she'll look at you with a smile.
Ollie then gives like Ashlyn like a really a wide smile, happy that she got through to Ashlyn and is willing to try and is like, yay, she got friends.
As this happens, Jagger just runs between both of you two in the sort of diamond-like pattern, going to good, to good, take the good, take the good.
I think you've made somebody here really happy, and I don't think that person is me.
Good. And he looks at you with a smirk, like, really?
I'm glad that the two of you are friends now, but something's just been on my mind. Just for the last little bit. Where's your tents?
I don't have one. travel
Right.
light for the sake of not being spotted by people.
I left mine back at the first camping site.
Well, Holly never had one back then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought. Oh yeah.
No, it was
confused.
No, you guys just set it up out the way. That's all you guys did.
Yeah, so Holly could be like, I still don't have one.
Nice.
As you guys, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, let's go tell everybody what we learned here today, and we'll figure out tense situations a little later.
Momoko,
Sure.
Lena.
Ina.
Oh, yeah, she's still
Did you
there.
have to go potty?
I don't think so.
Meh.
All right.
Lena.
Unmute yourself, Lena.
I think I heard an unmute sound just now.
That was
That wasn't
Dolly.
Lena.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah, okay.
Dell unmuting
It's okay. It's
herself.
okay. Give it a moment. All right. I'll say just for the context of time, because Lena rolled the 15, technically, to the rest of you guys in the camp, there is a glorious smell of most of the favorite foods that you have here. And all of you are just greeted with that nice, warm, cooked smell. And the smell does eventually reach over, and Kemplar, Holly, and Ashlyn, you can see that the group is slowly going around the table as Momoko has essentially cooked the dinner.
Yep, and Momoko took Momoko is taking down everyone's orders, so she's cooking everything that everybody ordered.
Okay, what do you
Except
cook?
for
this-
me, because I didn't do
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. By the way, what surprise do you cook for Kemplar, and what surprise do you cook for the surprises? By the way,
Let's see.
you can cook extra of what you've done, or you can cook a random thing you've cooked, or anything like that.
Let's see. Well, now, okay. If I remember right, Tycho wanted stir fry, correct? Veggie stir fry.
Veggie stir fry with rice.
Okay, veggie stir fry with rice for Tycho. I'm trying to remember what was Arlen's order.
He was doing the Kemplar surprise as well.
Okay, the Kemplar surprise. Okay,
Yeah.
Kemplar said he wanted it surprised.
Louise was
what was-
Louise was pancakes.
And
Hers
French
was-
fries.
Yeah, pancakes and French fries, and then the blue cakes for Puppet. What was Holly's order?
Curry and the Malasanda.
Okay,
Malasada.
good.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. How about we let the surprise be DM's choice?
Okay, fair enough. All right,
Oh,
then
yeah, I'll and a few sausages for
Oh, yeah.
Susie.
Okay, sausages for Susie. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Fair enough.
DM, what would your surprise choice be?
I will say that with the extra stuff that you have before you, I'll say that you're able to make. You know what? I'll say you're able to with the extra light mixtures of meat and things you have before you. I'll say you're able to make a nice sort of. Let's see. What the hell do? You know what? Let's just go nice and light.
Stew, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say like a simple stew with a bit of salad on the side, with a bit of like, your cucumber, tomato, and lettuce sidings type of thing. So there's a nice stew option there for those who want it.
I'm getting hungry now.
Me too, and I had lunch only a little bit ago.
Same.
Yeah. Okay. What would you say would be in the stew? Would it be similar to what Jordan made in the Digimon campaign?
I'd probably say so, just for the sake of it, but you can come up with it, or we can just say it was a nice meat stew. We can just go with that to save time if it's easier.
I mean, sausages around could just be that.
Yeah, a sausage stew.
You could go for goulash if you want to be fancy.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Whenever Kristen said sausage, she gave me a crazy idea.
Go on.
Okay.
Are any of you familiar with jambalaya?
Yes.
No, never heard of jambalaya.
Heard of
I
it.
got
Never
not
had
tried.
it.
It is amazing.
What is
Chris,
it?
Chris, were you the one laughing?
Yeah, vaguely.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, we can share the picture for that there. I'll say if you want to build, you want to you want to make that, go for it.
We're going to build the entire country of Jambalaya.
Okay, well then tonight's Kemplar surprise is jambalaya.
Fair enough. So you see a nice spread of different stuff for you there. The smell does reach you three, and I will say that. Sorry, I'll let you guys finish your conversation first. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna mute, and since this talk of food is making me hungry, gonna make me something.
Okay.
I don't blame you.
When this
We'll be back soon.
I think
when the
we.
smell reaches Ashlyn, she'll be like, "Oh fuck, not jealous."
And at that point, there is a very loud and a stomach growl coming from you and
Really?
Jagger.
It sounds like you're hungry.
I guess.
Got the moves like Jagger. Got
Um,
the moves
Okay.
Bruh.
Like, did, what, should we go see what Momoko is baking? I think she took all everyone's orders.
Except mine. I didn't exactly give it anything. Look, you can't blame me. I'm traveling around with a bunch of people I didn't can, alright?
I can give you some of mine.
What do you ask for anyway, Holly?
Curry.
Oh, just curry? Okay.
So yeah, do you like are you fine with spicy?
I can do with spicy. Let me just check. Miss your Jagger real quick, because I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Let me check on Jagger real quick.
Jagger.
Spicy is his favorite.
When you mentioned spicy, yeah, as you mentioned spicy, Holly, you look and you see Jagger and you see his mouth watering at the sound of that.
Oh, I think you've made him excited. That's his favorite.
He
likes
he,
some
wa-
nice spice.
he walks up and he sort of rubs his head against you and then he tries to push you back to the camp.
Well,
Alright, then I think you've got a choice now.
well, I'm pretty sure Momoko would make more enough for everyone, so I'll be happy to share you some of mine. We're both the two of you.
Good. Dig the goon, dig the goon, dig the goon, dig the goon.
Well, alright then. Only because you're offering. And I need to try this friend stuff. Oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll warm up to us eventually.
Wait, is that a pun on spicy foods?
This is fun.
Anyways, we'll go ahead. We'll let everyone know what transpired here when we all sit down to eat.
Aye, alright then.
Very well.
Is Sia and Seth still asleep?
They are both still asleep at this point, by the way.
Seth will just, Ashlyn will just return him.
Okay, yep, you're able to return him back to the ball.
Yeah,
Holly's
she'll
also
just
going to
put him back
return
in.
Sia, but she's also going to like make sure to leave some leave an extra bit of like malasada for him. Am I saying it right?
Malasada.
There you go.
Malasada.
Think like malam. Yeah, think like malamar, but malasada.
Malasada. Oh,
There you go.
jelly-filled donut there.
There you go.
It's just a jelly-filled donut.
She'll leave like a piece of like she'll give him like some of the jelly-filled donut for him when he wakes up.
Fair enough. All right, so do you three head back, or what do you do?
Yeah, Ashlyn will go.
Okay. So, as you three are heading back, Katrina, this entire time Puppet has been dancing around your head as I've been watching.
Yes.
Yes. And you are greeted by, I will say at this point, everyone, you have this moment of the smell hits you of food. Do you all go to the table?
Yep.
Tycho's was already sitting at the table, so he knew.
We're going to the table.
Very well. So as all of you...
DMs quickly as well.
Yep, no worries. So as you guys all sit down at the table, you then look and you notice that there are 3 people who are still a bit away. And they are slow, and you see the other 3 people so as Kemplar, what do you think? Should we do that now?
I think after is better. Don't want to
Okay.
interrupt the flow.
Sure, that's fine. We'll come to that. All right. So as you're slowly approaching over to the table, still with Holly leading the way, and Arlen suggesting last to arrive. Do you want to do that?
Right, yeah. Last to arrive does washing. I guess that would be me.
Yeah.
Because she has to get up off the floor.
Fair enough. So you arrive back and you see the group all sat around the table because Lena was getting food. I'll take Momoko for a bit. So Momoko sets the table for all of you to see, and you see a beautiful spread of food before you. And for the...
Wow.
Go ahead, sorry.
Like kind of just like eyes at all the food, like, oh wow, Mamako, this looks amazing.
Thanks. It was a lot of different options, but I think I managed to get most of it. I just hope most of it's to your liking.
Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive with what one can accomplish at a campsite.
She rubs under her nose. And she then notices and goes, oh, well, look what the slowpoke dragged in. Hello, you 3.
Hello there.
Hi, I guess.
General Kevlar. I'm sorry, carry on.
I'll say Tux looks at you with a head tilt.
Oh my god.
Yes. So, since... I know, I was trying to be humorous. So I'll say that, well, I didn't know what to really make for the most part, so here. And with the arrangement sausage, you guys see, I believe it was jambalaya was what it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't know how you guys will feel about this, as she looks over at Arlen and Kemplar.
Oh god, that looks so good.
What about you, Arlen? It's not a filet mignon to you, is it?
I'm not really going down anytime soon, am I?
Okay. I'm back temporarily for the time being. I just wanted to point out one thing.
Yeah?
Huh?
Okay, when Momoko was cooking, she made enough of jambalaya for a lot of people to have in the event that they didn't have their orders made out. So if Ashlyn wants some, she's free to have some, and Momoko's gonna have some herself.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay. So at this point, there is some room. There is some room for all of you to sit. It is a tight squeeze for some of you, but I'd say you're able to all sit on the table and enjoy your meals and such. So everyone does get it, and the floor is for whoever wants it. If there's anything you wish for while you're having dinner or saving for afterwards.
Oh yeah, when Kemplar was going like, oh, that looks so good. Tycho would look over and just go, Kemplar, you're drooling.
Who wouldn't?
He'll just chuckle. I know.
Ollie's gonna like plate over to Ashlyn and also a small plate for the Zigzagoon because he likes spicy.
Good. Good.
Well, go on then, Wian. Tuck in.
Just goes like near like.
She shakes her head fondly. She's used to this.
happy boy. He's a happy boy.
Look at my happy guy. I love that song. So Jagger's just gonna look, and you just see a moment. Jagger does look up and looks over at your direction, Momoko, and you just see the biggest grin on his face as he looks at you. And he's just gonna go back and eating the curry.
I'm gonna let everyone I'm gonna let everyone have the moment before I let Mochi out so he can have food because it's probably best if everyone could eat before and then probably have him join in afterwards when he calms down a little bit.
Fair enough. So is there anything to happen while we're at the table? Because I know you three heard that you said you were planning to talk. Are you going to wait till after the dinner, or are you going to say something during it? Or at all?
No, I think they will talk about it. But like, do we want to do it now, or do we want to
Might as well get it out of the way.
just narrate the fact that they talked about it, or like?
We can do the narrate the fact that we talked about it to everybody. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it saves us relaying the information again.
That's better.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll say that the information is passed on to all of you. What information do you exactly pass on?
That we saw Zekran and Kabalion in a spiritual form, and they came to tell us about the gets this. I think was that. Am I missing anything else, or?
Well, they also that they trust us with how due to the various circumstances that led up to their arrival.
Indeed.
Toot.
Thank you. So all of you get this information over the dinner. I'll say if there's anything you want to react with and all this, I'll say if you want to, I'd say we can go ahead. Or we can move on to the after and we can wrap up for the evening with a minor plan, unless anyone else has something else they wish to do.
Not at the moment.
If anyone wants to do anything else before we all go eat. Yeah.
Oh, yes, Arlen?
Gets as you say. I guess I better add that to the email and send it to Shitsona then. You might want to know.
Who is this person?
Oh, yes. Shitsona was someone who was traveling with our group up until like a day or two before we ran into you. She hails from Unova, so I imagine hearing something about the Swords of Justice and Getsis would be of interest to her.
I see. Fair enough.
Yeah, she basically left to go help out a friend of hers that was in trouble and currently held captive by Getsis.
He's what?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. This reign of terror doesn't bloody end, does it?
No, it would be rather nice for every region if he just dropped dead. Swiftly.
Disagree.
As you say, this Zigzagoon pops his head up above the table and nods. Good.
Any you
Boss.
mind us, you continue your meal.
Good. As this is happening, by the way, all of a sudden, Kemplar, actually, yeah, Kemplar. As you are enjoying your food, all of a sudden you see Chrome looking at you with a stare.
He's like a dog, just staring for the food.
Actually,
you want
he's
some Chrome?
Growl.
All right, let me get you a spoonful.
Okay.
And he's gonna hold up the spoon to Murkrow.
He bites the curry and he tries to yoink the spoon out of your hand.
Hey,
Oh,
no,
growl,
you can't run off with the spoon.
growl,
It's shiny.
growl.
Yeah, yeah. Katrina's gonna stare at Chrome, just kind of like she's gonna be just kind of give a silent order, like drop it.
Growl. Chrome looks over in your direction. Drops it and it drops onto the table. Growl, growl. And Chrome just flies and sits on top of the tent.
Oh, he's grumpy.
Growl, growl.
Yeah.
You wanting something, Ian?
I'll get him some food later.
Growl,
Yeah,
growl,
I thought it was just hungry. I didn't know he was adding up the spoons.
growl.
It's shiny.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
Wait a second, Chrome just looks over, just goes, growl. And then he just nestles and just soaks. His back turned to you all.
Aw, he's grumpy.
Well, look. Hopefully, we'll get something shiny for him.
Spoon denied.
Alright,
Denied.
I'm gonna have Holly like send out Mochi now.
Okay. So you send out Mochi, and Mochi then sort of looks directly at you as you send it out. And as it comes out, oh god damn it! I need to make that token bigger. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
So he just looks at you and just see this sort of cheer when it comes out, almost like he's pumped. And then he looks up at you. Cheer.
He was expecting a battle, was he?
Here you go, Mochi. Some food.
Just sniffs. What are you offering him?
The Melisandre.
Jelly donut?
Yeah.
The donut.
Yeah.
The donut.
The
He sort
malasada.
he sort of looks away for a brief moment, then sort of just kind of sort of grabs it a little bit from you, and then he just begins to just sort of walk away, and he sits in front of Kemplar's tent.
I hope it tastes. I hope if you want anything more, if you want anything else, Mochi, just let us know, okay?
Yeah, as sparks begin to form in his cheeks.
Okay.
Hmm.
She then just like eats. She then just, like looks down at her food and just like quietly begins like not eating it, like just nibbling it this time. Not really like.
Can Ashlyn see this? Her
I-
behavior?
Yep, you are. I'd say if you were keeping close to Holly after the handshake bit, then
Yeah,
yeah,
she
I'd
was.
say so.
What's up with him? What's his problem?
I'm not too sure. Tycho mentioned that some Pokemon have mood swings when they evolve, and maybe it's just she just not being used to his, you know, all that power. Maybe it's just making you a little bit, you know, moody. I'm sure in a few days he'll be back to his normal self in no time.
Can Ashlyn do a Pokemon education check on Mochi to see if she can like see anything about him that may be considered not normal, odd?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Sure, give me a check.
Okay.
Holly will also try like saying like he should probably like oh
Oh, for fuck's sake. I've gotten 3 nat ones today.
What the shit?
What the fuck, dude?
We say you are rolling d6s.
I
True.
know, but I've gotten so many. Jesus. Okay, well, that's probably a fail again.
Yeah, it's hard to really read.
It doesn't like me.
Yeah, it's the first. Yeah, like as you get a good look, it just glares at you. You're unable to get a read of him.
She just kind of raises an eyebrow at him.
Yeah. Just goes back to eating.
If I may suggest something, if it comes down onto it, it's Holly. You and I would probably need to have an intervention in with Mochi to assess how he's feeling.
An intervention? But you said it will only be, you know, just it won't be permanent. You said it would, you know, only just be a little bit, didn't you?
If it takes longer than expected, I mean. We just sit him down and talk to him. See what's going on.
Oh, okay. Have anyone used experienced a Pokemon having a mood swings when they evolve?
None of mine have evolved yet. I would not be able to tell you.
Neither of mine.
Same
Yeah.
here, I'm afraid.
My dad might know, but me personally, no.
I almost forgot to ask, Holly. How is that shelter doing?
Oh, God. Not the shoulder that she doesn't use.
I think yes, Lena. I think everyone did enjoy it. I believe.
Yes.
It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up.
Yeah, Shelder and Zigzagoon.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there's just 2 Pokemon that Holly does not use.
Why would I? Unga Bunga Electric.
Oh my god.
Bad dude. I'm going for a second plate. Chrome tries to fly for your spoon, by the way, again. Kemplar.
Kemplar flips the spoon to hide it underneath his arm. Over there!
Ow! Ow! It just flies back and sulks again.
No.
Yeah, I don't know where the spoon went, he says as he
Oh,
flips
wait.
the spoon back around.
Apparently, Pumpkin goes over to Mochi trying to cheer him up by playing Peekaboo.
Oh no.
He's a baby. He's gonna play he's gonna be like
Tycho raising an eyebrow, anticipating an answer from Holly.
To be honest, I haven't really, well, tried out using Aurora and Dante in a battle for a bit.
And well, it doesn't have to be a battle. Just have uh, just have the shelter out, have his outside time, and let him socialize.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. As this is happening, by the way, Pumpkin tries to put on the peekaboo for Mochi. Mochi at this point, by the way, just looks at Pumpkin, and you actually see the sparks beginning to form a bit more as he looks with a smirk. Pumpkin at this point sees the sparks and floats away in fear.
Oh, scared the baby.
He scared the
Alright,
baby.
so it seems your Raichu's been a wee bit nasty one.
Wait, nasty? What happened?
You look and you
Well-
see Pumpkin floating away, crying, going,
I think your
Okay.
Raichu might need a faster intervention.
Mm.
No offense.
Well, Mochi.
"Shit."
Come on, come on. Pumpkin was only trying to play.
Mochi at this point Mochi then at this point he just eats the last of the malasada and just lies down and with his back turned to the group.
Aw.
And he'll Tycho will look over at Holly and just quietly go, first thing in the morning, we're having that intervention.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I don't know what's going in. I don't know what's gotten into him. He was fine when he evolved, and now after that battle, it's like he's changed.
Perhaps
You
he's
think
gotten
me?
too competitive for his own good.
Either that or he's just gotten cocky.
Katrina's just kind of comforting Pumpkin right now, just kind of going, shh, shh, there.
And
Aw.
Arlen, by the way,
Holly feels really guilty at this, like, because when she looks at Pumpkin, she feels incredibly guilty.
by the way, Arlen,
Female,
by the way,
right?
what, Pumpkin?
No, Aurora.
Oh, the Spiel.
Shelter.
Oh, Shelter. Okay. Why did I think Spiel was Aurora?
Somebody in the group does have a spiel. I think it's Mimico.
Yes.
Momoko.
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 I forgot
Yeah,
the names of I forgot all the nicknames. That's my bad.
Spiel's nickname is Tsunami.
Tsunami, that's right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Fair enough. I will also say, as this is going on, Tugs approaches Aurora, and Aurora looks over, and you just see the equivalent of Aurora just sort of looking like, there. Tugs sort of gleefully jumps up and down, and then Aurora just looks at Tugs and just goes, bleep, sticks the tongue out. Tugs seeing the tongue coming out, he just goes, and just runs away.
Apparently, we've got a couple pranksters.
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
group.
Aurora at this point then looks over at you, Holly, and you just see it sort of try to stand up, and it sort of waves its tongue like an arm going, hey. Well, it can't do much with a clam, can it?
It can clap it in sarcastic responses. Like
Yeah.
somebody says something funny and it just goes.
Writing idea down.
Tugs, it's a shelter. They normally do that.
There. Jupiter just looks over and just cautiously goes back over. And as he gets closer, the shelter just goes, psh, it closes up shut.
Huh. Tycho's just going, huh.
So whilst the evening is filled with a mixture of fun and serious moments, as the evening comes to a close, is there anything anybody wishes to do? I'll say that you've had your food, you're filled up nice and tight, and because of Mimiko's 15, any Pokemon with Momoko, I did it now. That's twice.
One day we'll get it right.
One
One
day.
day.
day, but
Yeah,
today's not that day.
One day, one girl army will... No, I'm not singing the rest of that.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I'll say you're able to clear up the food. And because of the cooking, all of you who have an injury can remove that injury. If you do not...
Right. Ashlyn has the ankle thing. What? I don't know how injuries function in this. Please explain.
So you
And injuries
heal-
equal death.
So
well, I know that.
Injuries will remove max. Okay, you already know the max health thing, but injuries.
Yeah, I know that it's 10, but I don't know pretty much anything else about how they function or.
The way that you
Okay,
acquire
so-
them is typically. Oh, yeah, actually, Aeon's the best at explaining this.
Okay, so the best way to think of it is think of like a 50% health, 0 minus 50 minus 100. Every time you cross an increment of 50%, you gain an injury.
Okay.
10 injuries, you snuff it. So if you so if you had 100 hit points, you went down to like 49, healed yourself back up, and then went 10 hit points, went down below 49 again. That's 2 injuries. So.
Right. Okay. So, how does this work on Ashlyn specifically? Because
It's just
Yeah, it's similar to how it would work on a Pokemon, and recovering them is either through long rest, medical treatment, or whenever the DM decides.
Yeah. And the more injuries you accumulate, the more your maximum hit points will slowly go down until you get rid of them. So it's worth staying healthy.
Yeah, so in this situation, the short way to put it is you basically just had an injury that I just said for flavor text was just impeding your walking. But now if you've had this and you've relaxed enough, I'll say that you're able to have essentially calm that down now. So you're able to walk, but you still have at least a little minor pain for it because obviously it was a sudden bit of a moment.
Yeah, she got munched. Yeah.
So I'll say that you're able to walk on it because I'll say I'm being nice.
Okay. Cool.
So, moving off of things, you guys are wrapping up for the evening. You decide on how living quarters go. Ashlyn, you said there was something you wanted to do.
Yes.
Yes.
So, are you letting anyone know you're doing anything, or are you just going for it?
I think when it starts happening, she'll like walk away because obviously private conversation. So like,
Okay.
Who's she with? Who's she rooming or you know
Yeah.
what I mean? What's the equivalent? Who's she with?
Same with Holly, because Holly doesn't have a bed.
Fair.
So
Yeah,
I'll say.
she'll stick around with Holly then.
So I believe you have only 2 tents between you all, don't you?
Ashlyn's probably slept outside.
Oh, wait, no.
Time.
Oh, wait,
She'd be
no,
happy to sleep outside.
That's fair. Actually, hang on. If I remember, Momoko has a tent, right? If everyone checks their inventory, they'll see if they had one. I need to remember, because I think, let's see. Your inventory would say if you had one, because you had the option to buy it at the start.
I have one. What?
You said you had one? Methinks people forgot to look at inventories a tiny bit.
I looked at mine.
Yeah. What are we looking for again?
You're looking for tents, and you're looking for sleeping bags.
I have a tent, but no sleeping bag.
Tycho has a sleeping bag. He'll just be sleeping just outside one of the tents.
Okay, so Kempla's got one.
Okay, scratch that. Scratch that. Momoko doesn't have one. I just checked inventory. She doesn't. So never mind then.
Okay.
That's fine. So Kempla has one, if I see this right.
Yeah, sleeping bag is able to hold 2 people.
Oh God, no.
What does that mean?
I mean, if you know them. I'm kidding.
Okay, Alan, do you have one?
I have a tent and the sleeping bag.
Fair
Hey,
enough.
look at you, Mr. Fancy.
Okay, so we essentially have 2 guy tents and 1 girl tent at the minute.
Ashlyn will just sleep outside. She's used to it. She does it all the time.
Okay. I'll say for the sake of things, Ashlyn,
Yes.
as everybody goes off into the tents and does their own thing, you do have a moment to yourself. What do you wish to do?
As she's sitting there, for just a moment, having Jagger with her, she's settling down, and the next thing you know,
Thank you. If
Snake.
Colonel, I seem to be in the body of a ginger-haired teenager. I don't understand why.
that ginger girl has been so reportedly hunted down by a team known as Team Lone Wolf. I don't have much information. Stay on guard, Steak.
Anywho, she will answer her, like, see who's calling and go, alright, okay, that should be fun.
And
She's gonna look
as-
to Holly, because she's with Holly, and then she goes, just give me a couple of seconds. She'll get up and walk away, answer the call. Hello?
Okay, Holly, beforehand, are you trying to listen to the conversation, or are you keeping out?
Probably best to keep out because he doesn't want to be like, intrusive. Because, they. She's just getting like essentially friendship points. She doesn't want to lose them.
Fair enough. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, "Oh, Aeon." Not now. Okay, Marty.
I hear.
Yeah. So as you look at your calling device, Poke-Gear, you see a very
I think
familiar.
you said it was a Rotom phone.
Oh,
did
oh,
you
it was
not?
a
'Cause
Rot.
She's from Galar.
You're right. It is a Rotom. Forgot.
Yeah.
So you look at
she's
your
got a
Rotom.
phone.
So you look at your Rotom farm, and you just see one word: Dad.
She groans when she sees the name Dad, and she answers it and goes, "Hello, Dad."
Oh, so good to finally hear your voice. How you doing, Ashlyn?
I'm alright, I suppose. Looks around at everyone else, looks over again. Doing alright. Had some fun times, I suppose.
You mean more fun than what I've heard? More fun than the last time I spoke to you? The last time I spoke to you, you were on the run. Are you doing all right?
I still am. That's not changed.
Not
I'm with
changed.
people now. Yeah, kinda got a wee bit of a jam on a rooftop. Almost maybe got kidnapped by some people.
You're what?
Here we go.
Ashlyn, Ashlyn, Ashlyn.
Look, it was for a good reason. Okay, well, okay, maybe not a good reason, but it's
Listen, I don't care exactly what you're going through. At the point, I don't care if it was a good reason or a bad. Making money, making a name, or even just putting a smile in front of some little kid because they wanted a bit of a cheering up because they dropped their ice cream. The point is, how could you put that up? You know you're trying to keep attention away from you, and you've ended up putting up more artwork, and you're making it look like it's a billboard to attract you.
Yes, Dad. I know, Dad.
Look, I'm not trying to be a spoil sport. I'm just trying to keep my eyes to make sure that you're okay. You understand that, right?
I know.
So, anyway, I discovered a bit from the news to say that this incident that apparently these goons were taken down by this Team Unity, I believe.
Aye. That's who I'm with.
I see. And
Things
what's
have come up with this lone wolf people. Kind of involved now in some dangerous shit, Dad.
how dangerous are we talking?
How do I explain this? I may, definitely did, have infiltrated one of their bases, stolen a Manectric that they were torturing, and saved its
What?
life, and now I'm in it.
Ash-
The what probably echoes.
What? Ashlyn, I thought I told you to keep your nose out of this any longer, and I swear you'd give a shift tree a run for its money. What the hell were you thinking?
What? Just sit and do nothing? For fuck's sake, Dad! And she starts like raising her voice a little bit.
Okay. Are you aware of this? In fact, actually, the people in the
Yes,
tents, I'll say you're
she's-
able. People in the tents, you're all able to hear this. Does anybody respond at this point?
Oh,
Considering Holly's like right next to her.
and
Well, she walked away, but she's the closest.
Tycho is outside sleeping in a sleeping bag. Bag.
Sleeping bad. Yeah, he's sleeping bad.
Yeah, there's a rock in his back. It's not good.
Say.
Look, times are hard. He needed a pillow. Yeah. Listen, Ashlyn. Yeah.
But like,
Ashlyn.
hearing the noise, like Holly does, like turn towards Ashlyn.
Look.
I'm not going to stand around while these people are messing about with whatever this bull crap is, okay?
And what type of
The
bull?
Manectric's with me. It's safe.
And what type of bull crap are we talking here? Is it related to why the heck they came to me the other day again?
What do you mean?
There may be a reason I'm actually ringing you. You see, once I got that, when you see, I was, and you hear his voice sort of going to a somber state. I got something delivered to me, and it caused me to get worried about you.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
And at that point, a message comes through your Rotom phone, and it is an image.
She will look at it.
You look at the image, and it is an image of you being put into the holding cell when Team Lone Wolf captured you. Or rather, to be specific, it's the event that led to how you got captured and brought to Moorville in the first place.
How the fuck?
I told you they'd be watching. Look, I understand you went off to go do what you needed to do, and I love you for that. I really do. You're my little peach. I don't want anything to happen to you. The last thing I want is more mistakes leading to more problems, whether they be intentional or not. You're doing it for the love of your men. You're doing it for the love of the Pokemon, and I fully get that. I fully get that. But just, please, if it starts getting much, please just get out. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you, my dear. That's all. And you can hear tears forming.
I know, Dad, but I don't even think I can leave.
Why not? What's exactly going on?
Have you heard about the legendaries disappearing, Dad?
I've heard the stories.
I'm involved in this now, Dad.
You what?
The Manectric I have. It's something called a candidate. Chosen by a legendary to become the next one if something happens to the one that's around right now.
And which one is Manectric connected to?
Zekrom, Dad. And Getsis is involved.
You're what?
Aye.
Well, that explains the message then. All right. And you hear a sort of clap of hands at this point. Ashlyn?
Aye.
I just need to ask. Are you traveling with this Team Unity, or are you traveling by yourself?
I was alone, but after they saved me, I guess I'm with them now. One of them seems to want to be friends.
You hear a silence. Oh, there's just a silence on the other side for at least a couple of seconds. I see. Oh. You know, Ashlyn, when I discovered all of this, I half expected to be continuing to chew you up like you were some piece of bubblegum. But honestly, it's actually refreshing to hear you say something like that. Mainly because I genuinely didn't believe that you would actually come to that. Besides your Pokemon, after all.
Aye, well, one of them's nice, so I'm sticking it in them for the minute, at least.
I see. Well, I should probably then mention that there is actually a bit of news that's happened here in Gala that might be related to something. If you're connected to this whole legendary business with that Manectric, and if Team Unity is somehow connected to this, actually, are they aware of the situation?
Aye, there's another candidate here as well that's not mine. Actually, there's two.
So there's 3 candidates, including yours?
Aye.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I guess I might as well pass on this information. There's a bit of news that's happened here in the Gala region that might be of some interest.
Alright then.
You're familiar with Raihan, right?
Aye.
Yeah, that
Somebody as strong as him.
Yeah, the rival to Leon himself. Well,
Aye.
he till what was her name? Gloria, I think it was, who came and kicked his butt and kicked Leon's butt.
Aye, pretty much. She beat him in only a couple of moves, from what I remember.
Yeah, I still remember that match. Surprised the Charizard lasted as long as it did, though. But anyway, besides the point.
Aye, besides the point.
Well, it seems that there's a matter that might be disclosed. You see, I caught wind of... I ought to be careful about saying this on the phone, just in case. But, here. And he sends an image to you. And you can see it's a video file.
What's this, Dad? She's gonna play it
As you play, the
while
image
still
of...
in the call with him.
Yeah. So as you're looking at the image, you see that this is a site of the Isle of Armor. You recognize the place, right?
Aye. I remember you taking me there a few times when I was wee.
Yeah, it was a couple of times to visit that mustard fella. It was just more of
Aye, I
a
remember.
convention. Yeah. I remember how much of a fuss you put because you didn't want to stay with them. And to be honest, I get the point. But anyway, what's most important here is take a look at these two. And you see two large towers in the distance. One to the west and one to the north. And it looks like it's from... This video is taken from what looks like from a drone or flying thing of some kind. And as it
Aye,
does...
Towers. I remember the towers.
And as you're seeing this image, you see a figure walking into the water tower.
Who the hell is that? Does she recognize this person?
You do not recognize this character. You do not recognize who it is.
Who the hell is...
And then, all of a sudden, there is a sound of what sounds like an explosion. And then the drone points to the darkness tower, and you see a black smoke coming from the base of the tower.
What the fuck?
And as that happens, you then see what you hear, a cry echoing out from it. You hear what sounds like... And you watch as a figure slowly comes out, and you see what looks like a spiritomb.
What the hell?
And then there is another figure who comes out. And his face is clearly in view. You see a figure that is rough looking, and you see that he is wearing what looks like a turquoise style jacket and big heavy boots.
She definitely doesn't recognize this person.
No.
either.
No. And at that point, the drone is looking over, and the figure and the spiritomb look over at the drone, and the spiritomb begins to charge and attack. And as the drone turns to fly away, the footage is then cut. The fact that
When
that
did this happen, Dad?
this happened about 4 days ago.
Fuck's sake.
Apparently, though,
The tower. This makes no sense to me.
well, your guess is as good as mine, but the fact that this guy went in there with a spiritomb of all things, I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to go for the darkness thing. But if this legendary thing is true, then there's a very high possibility that that spiritomb could be the next candidate for an Urshifu.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm just asking, if you see that figure, be very careful. I don't know why. I don't even know if he knows. But I'm pretty sure this figure would have known that drone was something up. And I don't know how much research they looked into it. And trust me, last thing I want is that all over again. I don't need my name plastered for more reasons than before.
I know, Dad.
Look, just promise me one thing. If you're planning to stick around, just please promise me one thing, dear.
Aye.
Just as I was shown, don't lose faith in those that do trust you. And if you're that worried about it, then maybe show trust first. After all, I don't think it's a good idea concerning what happened with that experiment.
Oh, well, Dad.
All right. That's all I can ask for you. But I'm just glad you're safe. I really am.
One more thing, actually, before you go.
I?
I didn't exactly feel safe using the PC system here. Not after that. God knows what kind of things they would do to a PC system to grab something of mine or anybody else's.
That's a good point. So you're requesting you want a portable PC system?
Aye. You, to be specific.
Well, it might take a fair little bit, but I think I might be able to get something up and running. Might take a little bit of time if I can try to do it some stealthily, but the fact I got to do it over like this and over remote transmission, it might take a while before it's about ready, but I'll do it the best I can for you, dear.
Cheers, Dad.
No problem. Oh, and if you tell your team anything of this, tell them that they have my blessing to look after you. And I swear if they touch a hair on your head and find it removed from your body, I will personally wreak havoc on them more than a alleged gigas.
I'll believe that.
Well, in which case, can I just ask one last favor, just from you, from a father to a daughter, for one last thing?
Aye.
Could I ask that you do not post the, do not post the whole experiment of XD001 again?
Aye, I won't.
That's all I can ask. All right. I don't mind you broadcasting your art a bit, but just be careful. I don't mind you posting your legendary things, but concerning that's all you posted, it started to get rather concerning.
Fair enough.
All right. Oh, do you still have Jagger with you?
Aye. He's being the same as usual.
Did you manage to feed him anything hot? You know what he's like with that door.
Aye, he had a curry the day.
A curry? You earned enough tips to
Aye.
make a curry.
Oh no, no me. Somebody else in the group made it.
Tell him I appreciate that one. It might do some good. Now, I should probably get off the line. Can't stay on for too long, just in case any of them listen up. But, Ashlyn?
Aye.
I love you.
Love you too, Dad.
And I'll try to get that system up and running. I'll send a message when it's about ready, but until then, try to keep your best out of sight. And to the rest of and to that team that you're traveling with, I hope they do you some good, in more than just protection.
So they are. But they seem capable.
That's all I can ask. Well then, I wish you a very good night, my dear. Rest well, and safe travels, all right?
Thank you, Dad.
All right. Good night.
Good night. After she hangs up the phone, she goes back to that picture that he sent of her in that cell. And she stares at it for several seconds.
Okay.
Fucking assholes.
I think I could do better and show off who exactly this is. Would you give me a moment? I need to get my token. That wasn't that sweet, everybody.
I loved your Scottish impression.
He's not supposed to be, but you know what? This is canon now.
I
Well,
love your Scottish impression.
He's from Hoenn, not from Galar, but I like this.
Yeah.
okay, so the figure, so as you're staring at the photo, you see the figure looking at this in question. And you see that the figure looked like this.
Oh, fuck.
Well, shit.
I'm guessing that's Roger?
Roger, Roger.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's a lot like Roger, yeah.
Oh no.
Rat bag, motherfucker!
Wow.
Oh, I've been sitting on that one.
Well, the plot thickens.
You know what I say to that?
Mm-hmm.
Armageddon!
Fight me!
Okay,
Alright.
so can I ask then, because this is not something we've actually talked about from how she. So how did she get to Hoenn then, if it wasn't by choice?
So what I was going with for the sake of this was that basically I had the idea that, and this was sort of what I had in mind, was you actually snuck onto a barge that was coming from the Galar region to Hoenn, and because of this, as soon as you arrived in Hoenn, you essentially got the invite because they managed to pick up from you from the first picture that you did, and then it just went from there and spiraled.
Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, that's fair.
Oh shit.
Like, from how loud like Ashton was like had a voice before, would Holly notice that she does not look happy?
Probably. Yeah, like her posture probably says the fact that she's not happy.
So Holly's gonna go over and like tentatively say like, is everything okay?
Oh Jesus!
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, it's not. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. She's gonna rub a hand like through the longer side of her hair. You need to see this. All of you need to see this.
I'll Holly then tries to calls over everyone.
Okay, so Holly calls the rest over as all of you in your tents. Do any of you respond?
Yeah, Momoko does.
Tycho will wake up with bed face.
half an hour bed
I
face.
thought he would wake up. I was about to say,
Actually,
I was thinking more like bedhead.
Ash's gonna call out. Sorry, but this is important.
What
It's
time
to
of
do with
the,
home.
evening? What time of the evening stroke night is it?
At this point, it is basically just turned about night. I'd say it's about maybe 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock, give or take.
Okay, that is it.
Do you know who this is? And she's gonna she's gonna play the video and pause when that person with the turquoise jacket is on screen.
So, as the reminder of the video, I will go into it more fully detailed. So, the drone footage starts by flying over what looks like a dojo. As it flies over, you see what looks like a couple of figures who are just looking over in the distance. For the first thing, they see the footage then goes over, and you see that there is a figure walking into what looks like a large tower with a blue banner. The figure is unable to be identified, but they do turn their head for a brief moment, and you can see what looks like a female figure. But then as the drone goes to try get a closer look, then an explosion is heard on the other tower. And then as the smoke is there on the base of the tower and the drone flies closer, you see a spiritomb coming out and then a very familiar looking person.
When Tycho sees the familiar person, and he's gonna rub his eyes and go, oh no.
I
Don't.
take it you know who this is then.
That son of a bitch!
I was wondering
Ja.
if he'd rear his ugly
Ja.
head again.
Yes, we know
Which
who he
one?
is.
Oh, that is Raja.
Or at the very least, someone dressed like him.
But if it is him, he used to be a part of a competing team of ours, Team Tough Prism. He pretty much went in to do his own thing. And from looking at this, I imagine he is up to no good. And
He attacked one of the towers on the Isle of Armor a few days ago, according to Dad.
Momoko's looking at the image. She is looking pissed. And you know how whenever someone's pissed, their eyebrow twitches?
So there's a
yeah.
That's basically what she's doing right now. And mentally in her mind, she's thinking, if only murder were legal.
You know, I had a feeling Roger would be the kind of person to do something like that.
It
For
was
what
only a
purpose,
few
I'm
days
not
ago.
sure.
It was only a few days ago he was involved with over here trying to there was an incident with some circuitry and Nihiligo stuck in a rock that he was trying to catch.
Damn, he must have teleported.
Well, that flew off very quickly, being grabbed by Scummery. We were in good
Yes,
shape.
he was frozen.
Happily.
Oh wait, no, I don't think he saw that.
Yeah. I cursed him.
That was awesome, by the way.
Indeed.
Momoko raises her hand. Is that curse still in play?
Probably not.
But it's been days. It's probably worn off by now.
And then as the rest of the video, as the rest of the video then plays, the drone then is seen getting attacked by Spiritomb, and you see what looks like the Spiritomb smirking, forming a dark-looking aura of some kind. Then as the drone tries to fly away, the footage is then cut.
And this was taking place is how long ago? The events in this video?
A few days ago, according to Dad.
If it is just a few days ago, I'm not sure if he is either still away from this region or he may come back. He may be back.
Kepler is going to start flipping through pages in his journal to figure out when, or to help him remember when they ran into Roger last. Okay. Yeah, no, we last ran into him like 2 days ago, almost. So, either it was longer than that, or if it happened on the same day, that isn't him. So that would beg the question if there is a small sect of former Aether Foundation employees trying to do Luzamine's former bidding.
Okay,
Well, it's a good thing they were using direct cast form upload on their videos, so you still He didn't lose the footage.
Well, this has gotten worse for my dad now, at least.
What do you mean?
He was sent this. She's gonna show the picture of herself that they sent to her dad.
And what you see before you is the sight of Ashlyn being pushed into what looks like a prison cell of some kind, and you recognize the cloak of the figures that pushed her in. They are Team Lone Wolf members, and she's being pushed in by a team of 4 of them, while one of them is further at the back, while the 5th one is watching from a distance with his arms crossed, and you can just see this sort of posture like he's looking smug.
She looks away when she shows it, but you can see one fist is visibly clenched and shaking.
Team Lone Wolf?
They were gonna either blackmail him or try to get ransom money out of him, if I had to bet.
Or get him to assist.
Or some
that's what-
other kind of demand.
I mean, that would also fall under blackmail or hostage. So,
And I suppose we helped you out of that situation?
Aye. Well, sort of.
Hmm.
Would we assume that she got out of there herself, and then that's when she did the...
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I got her there myself at one point. Let's just say their locks are pretty flimsy.
well, it's a good thing that you got out, but that also means that next time it won't be as easy.
Aye.
Hmm.
I don't
It
have
won't.
a choice now.
Looks like Team Lone Wolf has painted a huge target on your back. But I'm sure we will do fine in protecting you from them.
Yeah.
They kind of don't like us either. So, who knows? We may
The
all
enemy
have
of my
targets on our
enemy
backs.
is my friend. In some cases.
So it's complicated.
Well, that, and I'm not exactly used to being around people.
Well, it's gonna sound bad, but like it or not, you're probably gonna want to stick with us for your own safety.
I intend to. I promised my dad I'd stay safe, and if staying with you keeps me safe, then I'll do so. Can I ask?
Oh.
She puts the phone away. Welcome back, Caitlin.
I think
How versed are all of you in terms of movesets on your Pokemon?
Well, our teams are pretty low level right now.
As am I.
So the diversity in our movesets might not be all too great.
I can assist with that.
Huh?
I mean, I've been dabbling in looking into how to teach some techniques as well, but not for very long.
I need to record more techniques in my journal before I'm able to start teaching people more.
Momoko then raises her hand up. What's your dad like?
My dad?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Not the same person he was when he was with Cypher all those years ago. He's a lot happier now, in most cases. Except for all the lovely amounts of harassment that we keep on getting whenever we seem to exit the house.
Harassment?
Oh, aye. You know, people throwing shit at your bloody house, people throwing things at you in the street, calling you names, trying to beat the crap out of you, all that stuff.
Like,
You and your dad were in a bad way, huh?
Aye. I got guilty of association just because I was blood related. Cypher happened before me. I was
Then I
born
guess
after
some
it, and yet I'm.
Sorry, you go first.
It's fine.
Mm.
Cypher happened before me. Far before me. And yet I'm associated with it just because he's my relative.
Well, then I guess some more positive reinforcement is in order. I guess you're not used to that.
No.
Mm.
You can understand why I'm so distant compared to the lot of you.
I am so sorry. I truly am.
I've had trouble getting along with others too.
I mean, one of the other members of our party that I've actually left us the same day as Shixona did that I mentioned earlier. She used to be a Team Rocket member, and so like we didn't judge her for being involved in that. We're certainly not going to judge you for being associated with Cypher in your family's past either.
Ashlyn, we're not the type to judge.
Katrina just kind of raises her brow, glances over at the others.
We don't judge on past experiences. We don't judge at all. There's only one thing that matters.
Much.
The only thing that matters right now is that you're safe. And we will do everything in our power to keep you safe. That way your
If
dad
I'm going
won't
to
have
stay
anything
here
to worry.
then. Sorry, you finish.
We can promise that. We can promise your dad that we will keep you safe. Right, guys?
And furthermore, we will also make sure your Seth is safe.
We'll be doing our best.
You can count on us to keep you safe.
Growl! As Crow is screaming from the top of the tent.
Growl!
Wait, Crow, you're still out there?
Growl!
He's a dark type. Of course he's still up there. He's nocturnal.
Growl! Growl!
Regardless. If I'm going to stay here, I want to get stronger.
We'll make sure that happens.
And don't think I'm not going to assist the rest of you as well. I know a lot about moves. Probably more than the average person. Scratches her chin at that. If there's anything you might possibly want to learn, I can assist you.
Good to know.
For now, with respect, I'd like to get it back to sleep.
Sorry. This was too important to leave.
I know, but we can go into it more once we are awake more.
Aye. Thank you. All of you.
No problem. And he's gonna go back to his sleeping bag.
Very well. Is everybody just heading straight back to bed then?
Think
Yes.
so.
And while Momoko was sleeping, she's gonna have some stuff on her mind.
Okay.
Oh, good to know.
Right, but before Katrina goes to bed,
Mm-hmm.
she's okay. Actually, no. Actually, no. I'm not gonna do it for this session. She's just gonna go to bed.
Okay, fair enough. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm good. So as all of you head off to bed in your own respective ways, whether to your tents or your sleeping bags, the night is quite heavy for some of you, with the recent news obviously knowing that somehow a person looking like Roger is involved. Not to mention, to Ashlyn, there is a small little moment of not just tense, but ease, as the fact that you actually have somebody who did call you a friend. And whether that means true or not, it's hard to say. But as all of you have your sleeps, whether really easily or rather hard, depending on how you've been plagued with your minds, you all wake up the following morning to a very crisp sort of morning. And you all get your long rest, so everyone recover to full hit points of your Pokemon, all of them. And if any Pokemon has an injury, you can recover 1.
Yay.
I was full anyway, so I'm good.
Okay. So the morning comes, and I will say that as you guys are having your moment for the morning, because I feel like we want to move things along, probably. Is there anybody?
It's pretty late for a session if we're looking at the time.
Yeah, we can go for a tiny bit longer because I think there's a good point I want to stop at.
All right.
Okay.
Weren't we gonna have an encounter?
Well, that was what we were gonna do. That was what was planned, but things happen. We get sidetracked.
Okay.
I was also gonna say, like, I think we said we were gonna like have an intermission with Mochi.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
that's
that's right.
Oh yeah.
that's
Okay,
why I was
have fun with your intervention. I have to write freaking Kepler's diary.
go for it. All right, so as the morning comes, Holly, as you awaken, you are obviously with the motion of an intervention. Are you still going through with it?
Yeah, she's gonna see how Mochi is this morning, see if his mood is going a bit better.
Okay, so I don't recall you recalled Mochi, I don't think.
No.
Okay, well, Mochi has been asleep in front of Kepler's tent.
Okay.
And he's
Is he
just...
still asleep?
He is still asleep. Oh, actually, give me a second. Let me roll something.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you actually go to the spot where you remember Mochi was, Mochi is not there.
Oh shit.
Mochi? Right,
Does Ash hear this?
I will say you're able to if Holly's going to pick up volume.
Right, am I being a bit quiet?
No, I'm just saying.
As in, like, is Holly being loud enough for Ashlyn to hear?
At first, she's like, she then like looks around the camp area, see if he's like asleep nearby or.
Make a perception check.
Roll
Should
credits.
Should I delete his token?
No. We'll get to that in a minute. So I'll say you guys can come out at this point and such.
All right. Wait. Education, charm, Okay, no, it doesn't do perception. Never mind.
Weird Space Jam DVD.
Okay.
Oh no! Don't get Templar
That's so bad.
or
That's so
Thean
bad.
started with that.
All right. So I got 15.
15. Okay. I'd say that you're able to. It takes you a little bit as you're looking around. As you do, you manage to see the sight of a tail just flick in the distance, and you see that it is a couple of feet away, and you hear what sounds like and the sound of
She's
lightning going off.
immediately goes towards it.
Ashlyn looked over upon hearing her call Mochi's name, and she goes, "Hey, where are you off to?" She will get up and follow.
I'll have yeah, Tycho is just starting to wake up now. A little behind.
Okay, Holly, you do you react to Ashlyn?
She's a bit focused and wanting to see if Mochi's okay or if he's hurt or anything.
Okay, Ashlyn, as you see Holly run off, you see the sight of what looks like a lightning bolt go off like in the distance.
What the hell? Yeah, she'll go see as well.
Okay. So, is the rest of you still waking up?
Yes.
And
Okay.
Once Tycho is. What? Oh.
Oh,
Who poofed?
Oh wait, Lena.
we
Oh.
lost Lena? Okay.
So,
All right.
as the two of you make your way,
Here you go.
you do see that a bit of a distance away, you guys see the lightning coming from over here,
Over where? Hold on.
down
Okay.
south.
Okay. I see it.
Ah.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's just it blended in with the background a little bit.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I still saw it, so it's all right.
All right. So do we have a character like here maybe?
I'd say if you're okay, Holly, you're just rushing straight through.
Which end? Okay.
Yeah, she's going.
You guys
straight-
are coming from this bottom end.
Okay, yeah, I thought
Oh,
so.
bottom.
Yeah, I thought we were coming from the bottom. Yeah.
Sorry, I probably meant top. Sorry.
That's okay.
There we go.
All right. So, Holly, as you enter, you do see another lightning bolt go off. And then you see, as you guys are approaching, you see that there is what looks like a sandstorm beginning to brew.
Oh no.
And
Oh boy.
as you guys make your way through, you see,
Oh, I'm gonna say she brought Jagger with her at the same time, actually.
yeah, you see Mochi.
He's also here.
However, you then see that there's something else in front of him. As before him, you see
Aw.
Oh, oh,
Huh?
oh, little guys. Oh, little guys. Oh, the
Yeah,
nice
little guys.
The
The little guys.
Yeah.
Little guys.
and then as Mochi tries striking, you watch as Mochi strikes again with what looks like with a thunderbolt, striking the Sandshrew, and the Sandshrew just sort of shrugs and just sort of like shrew.
Seems there's a fight going on. We might want to intervene.
And just as this happens, you then hear something
Oh,
heavily rolling in to join this fray.
What the hell?
don't be a Graveler. Don't be Graveler.
And up top, as you hear the sound of the rumbling, you see
Don Van! Oh,
Oh.
shit!
Roly
hell.
poly. Just keep rolling.
and as this Don fan is looking over the cliff, you then hear a dong, 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 as it tries to call out, and you see the Trapinch and the Sandshrew gear up and look towards Mochi. And the Don fan then looks down at Mochi, and you see, and the Don fan just goes, and notices you two in the distance. And
Oh,
Holly, Ashlyn, as you both are there, you see this Don fan, but there's something off about this Donphan. As
Oh, sorry.
as around its tusks, or rather, sorry, as around at the snout part of it, you see what looks like a string. And attached to a string is what looks like an Ultra Ball.
What the hell? What's going on with that?
Why does it have a string and an Ultra Ball? Does someone have it?
And you watch as the Donphan then slams the Ultra Ball into the ground, and you then see something else coming out.
Oh shit. What?
Wait, in the ground?
Oh.
Oh.
Hippopotamus.
Wait,
Do-do-do-do-do.
so
Wait a
how did
minute.
how did it get an Ultra?
You motherfucker! I just checked some. How dare you put this in front of me?
Wait, how
You
did it get an
motherfucker.
Wait,
You
so,
motherfucker.
So is it just carrying around an Ultra Ball?
And you watch as all four of them look towards Mochi. And
he's getting himself into trouble.
and it is at that point that the Donphan then sort of just shrugs itself and he begins to walk away.
Hi.
Sorry
He's
about that.
leaving.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Internet hiccup.
You're fine.
Oh, okay.
He's leaving. Why is he leaving?
I don't know. What?
Okay, well, who cares? Just get in there.
She
Actually,
come
not even
on.
thinking, she's gonna join the fight.
So you two,
Come on. We are she. I don't know what you're trying to do, but we are leaving.
hey, two, and he slaps you away.
Oh no.
Mochi.
And he looks towards both the ground types. And it is at that moment that you see you hear the sound of the Donphan going off again, going dong, dong, and you see before you that this is just the beginning.
Oh, motherfucker.
No.
Oh shit.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Is this
Alright,
kind of
cliffhanger, yay!
is this like a monster house and mystery dungeon? What the fuck?
Probably.
Oh, two of my Pokemon are weak to ground. This is bad.
My main Pokemon is my main powerful Pokemon is weak to ground. I want my
Well,
trapping show. I want
And
my trapping.
Hey, use the shoulder.
Hey, oh, what's my shoulder's level? Let's have a check. He's level 8.
Better
use
than
the
nothing.
use the shelter. Use the
Okay.
shelter, Caitlin. Use the shelter.
He has a water gun.
Hey, Mario, what do you think Caitlin should do?
Yeah,
That
I think
sounded more like Luigi.
I think that
like,
No, that was Mario.
my fucking shoulder has a water gun and it's level 8. It's gonna get a mollywopped.
and I'm afraid that this was mostly triggered because you did not recall Mochi last night.
Your actions have consequences.
I thought he just wanted to sleep.
Nope.
Lol, nope.
Nope.
You should have held on to him
Well-
tightly and cuddled him.
You know, because he wanted to sleep with Campbell. Well, not in with Campbell, but outside.
Ooh, there's a couple things you bastard, you knew what you were doing with me here. You
Nice.
motherfucker, you fucking knew.
Ladies and
You
gents,
read my fucking wish list, didn't you?
you bet your sweet Pippi I did.
You
Well, I hope
motherfucker.
Man, good job.
So,
hope that-
how come in literally like 3 instances now, like all my characters have just suffered with the actions of their consequences?
To be fair, Raichu did this one, not you.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah,
I
right.
hope-
You did this.
Well, I hope the two of you can take down all 8 of them, because you didn't tell any of us where you were going.
Yep.
We ain't got a clue.
I have an idea of how to solve this problem.
Hey.
I have an idea of how to solve this problem. It's totally
Well,
fine.
Thean has an idea too. What time of the day is this taking place in?
Right now, this is about 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, cool. Kepler's on his jog right now.
Oh, shit, he does. Oh, that's right. You do your morning jog about 7, don't you?
Yes.
It's entirely possible Thean will just run into this.
You know what,
Woke
Thean?
Arlen up at 7:30 for this.
You know
Yes.
what, Thean? Thean, before we wrap up, Thean, roll me a perception check.
Yes.
Roll credits.
Please,
Please.
Thean.
Okay.
Please,
I'll
Thean.
s-
Please get a
You
great
need
roll, Thean.
you need to
Please,
get higher than a 12.
Okay.
Please get higher. Yes. Even with 2
Man,
nat
even
ones,
with
he still
2
did it.
nat
Okay.
ones, he got it.
So, Kempler, I will say that you would have noticed the reaction of the others, and you would have seen like the lightning bolt and things, and you would have caught a glimpse of probably Ashlyn running towards the lightning bolt. So I will say that you will have had a moment to get back to camp and alert the others, or go straight to the fight. You can do whatever you wish, and you can do that at the start of the next session.
Thank you for telling me that. I have to remember shit. Let me type it somewhere so that I can remember this thing.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
You sure have.
So now we have a very
I've never
interesting.
seen so many ground Pokemon in one place.
hey, Sleep, you know what would be really handy right now? Your water type Pokemon.
Yeah, and let's see. And actually, don't forget about the grass type Pokemon that is currently residing with 2 members of the team as well.
I've got a water
And
type
who
on
knows
my
how
team,
long
but
it'll
he's pretty
take.
low level, but he's still got water moves, so.
You should consider how long it would take for them to show up.
If it weren't for the fact that the
Yeah.
Hippopotas came out of an Ultra Ball, Kepler would see so many new friends.
Yeah, I'm so sad about the Hippopotas, because that's on my wish list.
Oh, it's on my wish list
Yeah.
too. So is
Surprise.
Sandshrew and Trapinch and Drillbur and the other Sandshrew and the other Trapinch.
You want
Yeah,
10 million, you
Hippopotas
get
is
it.
really high on my wish list. Yeah.
Why can't you get the Hypnopotatus?
It came
Because
out of an Ultra Ball.
because it came out of a
belongs-
ball. It's caught by something.
And I don't.
but-
And none of us have a snag machine. Those are highly likely to be illegal.
So unfortunately, I there's something on my wish list here, but I can't even get it. So I gotta settle with a Sandshrew or a Trapinch. Or a Drillbur. I may go for the Drillbur. Maybe.
Back off,
That's
bitch,
another
Steve, trap
Pokemon weak
it.
to ground, though. Not smart.
You could find a baby hippopotas.
True. I mean, I could, or I could grab
Force
this
the
thing's Ultra
Hippopotas
Ball
to produce an egg.
Wait,
No,
wait,
don't do that.
Kristen,
Don't do
if it's
that.
around.
Wait,
Yes.
Kristen. Back off, bitch. I saw the Trapinch first.
Hey, there's 2 of them, bitch. I can get one too.
Wait, where's the other one?
There,
Over at the other side, there's 2 of them.
Wait, I didn't notice the Drillbur. Oh no, fuck that. If I want Drillbur, I want Gecko.
Oh, if you're getting the Drillbur, I'm getting the Trapinch. Okay. I
Yeah.
love Sandslash, but I'm not exactly a somebody that is got a what's the word? A bond with a Trapinch or a Flygon. So hell, I'm going for that.
Well, I guess.
I want to try and get Drillbur.
Well, I guess you two can discuss your plans, and everyone else has to decide on how the hell they're going to get into this mess. Because otherwise, if nothing happens, it is going to be essentially a large group versus 2.
Yep, and yeah, and 2 of my 2 strongest are weak to ground, so this is very bad for me specifically.
And
Well-
Holly's strongest is weak to ground and can't do anything to them by them, apparently.
I just healed Mochi too. He's gonna get knocked KO'd.
Oh,
I
isn't
bet
it
you're
great?
regretting not using that potion now.
Oh, no, you recovered your health when you
Oh no,
slept.
wait, he did sleep. Never mind, he did sleep. He's just pulling his stupid.
Wait,
Yep.
wait. I could just spam quick attack.
Well,
We'll
you
see.
guys will
What
figure
does
out your
Jagger
plan.
have?
You can
I'm
figure
touching
out your
myself with that.
you can figure out your plans on the next episode. So until then, everybody, we're going to see exactly what happens here. So we have some very big questions according to the last one. So, what's the whole purpose behind the legendary spirits appearing? Will the team be able to rescue Mochi? And most importantly of all, what is the deal with this secret message that was sent over and this video file? And what's the deal with Roger? Well, you'll have to tune in next time to find out, because perceptions rolled low. It's time for us to go. So until then, it's been a pleasure to have you all around for this evening. So tune in next time, everybody, where we're going to be going back to the digital world on the next week episode, because I believe we're going back to Kristen.
It's me. It's me. It's me.
It's time for Damien to get his fucking shit rocked again.
Oh
Fuck
gosh.
around and find out.
It's time for the party to fuck around and find out with Damien's consequences.
What are you talking about? It's not like I have a special guest.
Oh, hi, Dorbigmon. Oh, lovely to see you out of the box. Was your cupcake nice? Did you enjoy your cupcake?
Oh, I did. It was a great one. But do you know what I love more than a sweet cupcake?
Blood?
Sweet revenge.
Close enough.
Oh, okay.
Still violent.
Help.
Well, don't worry about it. So until then,
As he
everyone.
likes to say.
That's rough, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I recorded that. That's fun. but until then, everybody, it's goodbye from your game master, Brownie of the George Hard Gamers. It's goodbye from Kristen.
Goodbye. See you next week.
Goodbye from Aeon.
Bye.
Goodbye from Caitlin.
Bye, everybody. Have a lovely day.
Goodbye from Fluve.
Mochi's about to get grounded.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
It's goodbye from Lena.
Sayonara, peoples.
Goodbye from Dell.
Hey, Luigi, sign us off, why don't you? Okay, that's a very long-winded way of saying goodbye, but bye, everybody.
And goodbye from Thean.
You're going to want to put it onto the Fun Times with Camplar map.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Oh yeah,
It's a new day. Camplar has to recite the events that transpired in the previous man's diary.
Let me get up the thing. Do I have? Oh, where is it? There it is.
Yay!
I think this is it.
Yeah, that looks like it. All right.
It's Fun Times with Camplar, with your host, Camplar.
Well, we had to stop another kidnapping today. Before I get into it, let me write about what led up to it. Last night, Shixona and Elizabeth left the group. Shixona wanted to go after her friend who was being held captive by Getzes, so I made sure she took the Getzes card with her. Elizabeth heard news regarding Team Rocket and wanted to handle it personally, promising to come back. Arlen and I bid them farewell and watched them leave. I wish the both of them the best of luck. In the morning, we were on our way to breakfast, courtesy of Katrina's parents, when half of our group went to investigate a commotion along the way. I was with the half that went with Katrina and her parents for breakfast, but we would later find out it was spray art of Shadowlugia. As for how we found out, Arlen shot me a text letting me know that Team Lone Wolf was on the roof. I got Monty, Clarissa, Katrina, and Momoko, and we made our way to the roof, passing by the spray art. Sure enough, 3 Lone Wolf grunts were on the roof with a hostage. We fought alongside the hostage to beat the Lone Wolf grunts, and Monty's Altaria stopped an extraction via helicopter for those goons. The group reached the hostage, who we'd come to know as Ashlyn, as well as our injured Pokemon to the Pokemon Center to heal. I stayed behind with Monty to discuss a bit more about Mega Evolution, which I became more curious about from Monta Mega evolving his Altaria. With his answer, I returned to the group to greet Ashlyn. If I had $1 for every hostage I helped rescue, I'd have $2. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Once Ashlyn had recovered some, we began discussing where to go next. We heard word from Team Tough Prism that they were having trouble up by Fall Arbor Town with a particular Pokemon that was sick. Kinda like Tide's Tapu Fini from what we saw the other day. We trusted this information with Katrina's parents, as well as catching them up with Katrina's experiences thus far. And they gave us a warning before wishing us luck. We spent a bit more time getting ready in Mallville for preparations to head north. Katrina encountered Giratina again, and the vision it showed her seems to contradict what she was shown before. As we were getting ready to call Katrina's parents, she pulled out a megastone that was sitting in her pocket. We couldn't identify it, so we met back up with the others. Holly evolved Pikachu into Raichu behind our backs, before proceeding north towards Falabra Town. We encountered the trainer by the name of Red Air and battled him and his Surfist for a moment, ending with Duchess getting the final blow. We said our goodbyes and continued moving onward. We stopped to make camp for the night when Ashlyn and Holly were visited by Cobalion and Zekrom. Now, not the actual ones though, since the Pokedex didn't pick up on them, but I did win a staring contest against the Cobalion. Before they left, we were informed that Team Lone Wolf is working with some third party, and it's Getz's again. We shared this news with the team and went to bed. Ashlyn had a phone call to answer first. Roger, or someone who looks like him, snuck into a place and came out with a Spiritomb. Although this intrigues me, we'll have to focus on moving further north tomorrow. And then in scribbled notes, I woke up in the middle of the night with my mind blown, and I'm not sure why. All I know is that it was something about berries and their names, though the reason escapes me.
What the fuck? Well, that's about as random as it can get.
What a great story.
Ah, yes.
What a great story. I can't wait for the next chapter. The question is, how much is Mochi going to enjoy it? Thank you.
Not very much, probably.
Can
But-
I have one day where my characters aren't going into bullshit?
No, we're not. No, you're not allowed that. No, sorry, no.
Fuck around and find out.
FAFO.
Well, Caitlin, think about it this way: you're not controlling. Your Raichu. Chris is.
Though
True,
I-
but she needs to be aware of his behavior.
Fair point.
You love me, really. I'm causing problems for you to think about the solution.
Oh no, I love it. Personally, I love it.
I'm so glad. Anyway, so with that said, and our lovely fun times with Kemplar, it's goodbye from your Dungeon Master. And remember of all, my friends, and this is a lesson that I think Holly should have remembered, you best roll high, because otherwise, bodies might fly.
Especially if the bodies are from Dorpikmon.
I hate
Hey,
you. I
look.
hate you. I hope you know that. But
Hey,
love
look,
you
look,
too.
look. Hey, look. Shh. Hey, look. We don't need to talk about things. Look, I told you, the script is not ready yet. Okay, fine. I'll get rid of the script that says, I should probably not mention that live on stream. Anyway,
God.
catch
I
you all
got
later.
you covered, buddy. You shouldn't say anything about the script that said.
There
And
we
then
go.
it,
Thank you for
and that,
getting that out at least.
and then it was all covered with laxative. Wait,
Oh shit.
I said the wrong fucking solution at the end there. Fuck.
Anywho.
Good. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.